Hi everyone, it's Tim from Growth Syndicates Australia and we're financial transformation specialists. Our clients are eliminating their mortgage in a much shorter period of time, creating more wealth and boosting their super. This is all done without impacting their lifestyle. Sounds amazing? Well, let me explain a little bit about the GSA Advantage. With clients all around Australia and a head office located in Elsternwick, our team of very experienced professionals enable unique and exclusive property investment opportunities through wholesale investing for clients to achieve specific outcomes. Our current projects are located in Brighton, Malvern East, Kew, Glen Iris and Mont Albert North. Everyone's busy and that's a fact. But did you know for every day you have a mortgage and underperforming investments or superannuation, you're missing out on $350 every day. It all starts with a friendly phone discussion to then arrange a meeting to provide you with a clear picture on what GSA achieves for our clients, and with no charge or obligation, see where these results can apply to you. So check us out at growthsyndicatesaustralia.com. Give us a call on 1300 205 556. I'd love to have a catch-up coffee with you at your place or our office. See where GSA can improve your financial position.
And good afternoon and welcome to Glover Reserve, Devon Meadows, an important game in second division. It's 5th against 6th. Chelsea are 6th, 5 wins, 4 losses and a controversial draw, of which Coringal still believe they've won the game. It might be hard for them to get the appeal to go their way, but apparently they're going to look into it. But all Chelsea can worry about is getting the 4 points today to go ahead of Devon Meadows, who've won 6 and lost 4 after an impressive win last week against Rye. Chelsea were hoping to have their star recruit, Brett O'Hanlon, play for them today from Edithvale, Aspendale, former Tiger. Had 3 years at Richmond between 2012 and 2014, but he's unavailable today. So they've included Mason Bailey, who was going to play in the reserves. He's coming to the senior team. Sean Foster and Jack Francis back in after missing last week's draw against Coringal. And Devon Meadows, well, they've got a few out, including Lockie Batten with his PCL gone for the season. But a big game of footy in progress, we hope, this afternoon. And we thank our major sponsor, Rosebud Country Club. My name's Dan Lonergan. A great pleasure to be here. Paul Wilson will be with me right throughout the day. We'll give an update on all the other games, thanks to Jeff Wignall Ford. Some big games in 1st and 2nd Division. Welcome, Paulie.
Thanks, Dan. Good to be here at the old Glover Reserve. Last time I came in here many years ago, this ground was absolute quagmire. It was a shocking ground, but now the ground's absolutely perfect. It's their sponsors' day there for the Devon Meadows Football Club. So there's a few guys in the pavilion there enjoying the festivities, stuff like that, which is really good. Weather-wise, well, I'd say it's overcast at the moment.
Cold, Paul.
Very cold, yes. Ben, off air we said a few things that can't say on there, but it is cold. Hopefully the rain will stay away. Normally it comes up from the south up there, comes up that way up there and comes across here. But there's blue sky at the side there, so hopefully we'll have a weather-free, good game of football, mate.
Well, we hope so. It looks like the Chelsea team are heading to the Flanagan Pavilion end in the opening term. Bywater has been in great form. 7 goals against Tyre before the enforced lockdown. 9 since. He's kicked 32 for the season, third in the goal kicking. Led comfortably at the moment by Jackson Calder of Mornington with Luke Daniel of Pearcedale, one of the major reasons why the Panthers have been big improvers. The Pearcedale Panthers, we've got the Devon Meadows Panthers as well, have been big improvers this year. So we're about to start. Devon in 5th position, looking for their first finals berth for 18 years. Spazewski wins it down on a couple of occasions, knocks it out. Nanya's there, gets knocked off the footy straight away, trying to pick the footy up Chelsea. Feed a hand pass out towards Spazewski. It's in the middle of the ground. It's jarred free. No one can get a clean possession. Missed by Brad Clark. Now it's defensive side of the centre square. Picked up on the left. Driving their team forward on this occasion is Thorpe for Devon Meadows. Inside 50. Rory Hillis at the bottom of the pack has taken high as he bent down to get it, and an opponent got him high. One of the key members of this Devon Meadows side, been prolific all season. They'll kick to the southern end, and we're right behind the kick, 45 metres out, Hillis. He veers. He'll kick off the side of the boot, deep in towards the forward pocket, looking for someone to mark. No one can. Hard on the boundary. It's kept alive again. The defensive Chelsea working overtime. Devon might have pinched it. Hurry kick by Joel Hillis right on the goal line. And it's escorted through for a behind by Albanese. And the first score on the board for Devon Meadows on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
The wind's coming down that way, Dan, too, at the moment.
Kick back into play towards the half-back line. No mark taken. Ball's at ground level. Davies was there for Chelsea. Number of players lie on top of the footy. And the umpire says at half forward for Devon Meadows. It'll be thrown up just near our commentary position. Thrown up again. Tap down. No one can get a clean possession. Loose ball at ground level once more. The ruck work done by Spazewski, big fellow of Chelsea, who's emerging all the time. And Jordan Smale, giving away a lot of height. He wins it down for Devon Meadows on this occasion. Quick hand pass comes out towards Brain. He couldn't take it cleanly from Shannon, who's been in New South Wales and under some quarantine. Opportunity now for Johns. He does well to turn an opponent inside out, then kicks into the pocket. Good strong mark taken hard on the boundary by Devon. This is Justin Kiss, who's kicked 6 goals this year for Devon, who've been very good defensively, haven't kicked a lot of goals. And you look at the Chelsea key forwards in Francis and Bywater, 59 between them, Paul. Centering
Beautiful
ball,
kick.
Not a centering ball, it's a goal. I thought he was centering that kick, but he's veered in and kicked a magnificent goal to the southern end. Great start by Devon Meadows at home, 1-1-7-0 on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
It was just a beautiful kick there, Dan. He was stuck on the boundary line there, but he swung around a bit there. The wind brought it back, turned and straight through the middle there. So good opening start there to Kiss, who's kicked a few goals for Devon, as you said before, and promising start to Devon with Hillis going well at the start there. That's Rory Hillis in the guts too, and Smile too. So they're so far so good.
I just think there's more talent in the Chelsea team overall. But Devon have just done well against teams that are very similar to them on the ladder. Langwarren were too good for them a couple of weeks ago. Tap down. Sean Foster wins the footy from the Spazewski tap. Handballs it back to big Spazewski while being tackled. And eventually, though, overturned comfortably by Narnia of Devon Meadows. Gets it to the outer side of the ground. And it's taken on this occasion by Barassi. Barassi kicks in short. He finds his teammate who marks at half forward. This is Baumgartner. He kicks the centre half forward. No mark taken. Barassi again at ground level. Taken in a tackle. Has to get the hand pass out while being tackled on hands and knees. Spills wide. The umpire says it'll be a free kick. Which way?
Devon.
It will go to Devon, and it'll be taken by Rory Hillis, who's been prominent early at right half forward. Hillis in short, lowers the eyes. Not a great kick. Kicks to his teammate Barassi. Breaks the tackle. Gets the hand pass out wide now. And Hillis receives the hand pass again. And it's picked up now by Kirkwood. Kirkwood drives long. It was a dirty ball inside 50, but it worked beautifully, allowing Kirkwood to pounce on it and kick the second goal for Devon Meadows. Also involved in that exchange was the rangy young ruckman Smale. 2-1, 13-0 for Devon Meadows on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And Chelsea look like they've been shot early days, Paul. They cannot get their hands on the footy, and when they do, there's not clean footy at all.
Devon at the moment, they're just doing their first options, and big tie there. very young kid he is, but he's a big boy. He kicked a few goals so far this year too, so they're just on top at the moment, Devon. But Chelsea just making a few changes now, but you can do something. Have to do something. Chelsea hasn't gone inside the attacking 50 since the start of the game.
No, at the Flanagan Pavilion end, and they need
pushing, shoving the
more
guts.
support. Spazewski, Smale might have won it down again, and held up in a tackle, going nowhere in a hurry. Is Moss.
Toddy Gardner with Rui Hillis there, toe to toe.
Spazewski wins it down. Here's Joel Hillis, tries to burst his way through. Taken in a tackle, free kick the other way. Taken by Chelsea. They kicked a half-forward, a bouncing ball, missed by Francis, missed by Brain, and he accidentally got into the back of an opponent, and there'll be a free kick at half-back to be taken by Devon. Their defence has been solid all season. Low pass, misses the target, trying to come the other way, attacking the footy hard and knocking it towards the boundary. Doing a lot of hard work on that occasion is Jai McGuinness on the outer side for Chelsea, keeping it within their attacking vicinity, about 65 metres around from their goals. So Smale to do the ruck work. Young Spazewski with him as well. An emerging young ruckman wins it down for Chelsea. Ball's at ground level, gets the hand pass out. Once again, Foster taken in a tackle, close to the boundary, got it towards McGuinness, who was taken high. Thanks, Paul. Yes, free kick in front of the Chelsea coach's dugout. He'll drive his team long. First meaningful surgeon. Inside 50. Francis goes up. Could have been mark of the day. Couldn't quite hang on. Loose ball. The defence is there. Well played by Johns. Got the hand pass out. Hurried clearing ball by Devon on that occasion. By Drew. Might have been tackled. Kicks it and makes valuable meterage towards the boundary. It was grabbed on that occasion by Caspus, and then he had a tackle laid on him by Thorpe right in front of our commentary position on the wing. So it'll be thrown back into play. Smale wins it down. Waiting at the back is Johns. Gets the hand pass out. Good tackle laid. The umpire says there should be a free kick. But in the end, he changes his mind. Certainly, Lachlan Moss thought there should have been a free kick on Shannon. Tap down once more. Handball comes out to Gardner. Kicks around the body, but in the road. Picked up by Drew. His kick is not great. Trying at the drop. Hurry kick comes in from Barton, who's been very good this year. Now Bywater's there, taps it. But unfortunately, his opponent is in the road and knocks it over the boundary. And that is D'Agostino, the reliable key defender for Devon Meadows. And it'll be thrown back into play at half forward, with Chelsea into attack at the Flanagan Pavilion end here at Devon. But yet to score, trailing by 13 points in the opening quarter, thanks to the Rosebud Country Club. Tap to the back, socket forward again, in the road now, picked up on the left. Wobbly ball, and it was an open forward line, and it just slewed late for a behind. So Chelsea on the board, one behind to 2-1-13, Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard. So back into play. D'Agostino, plenty of distance on the kick, kicks long to the wing on the outer side. One of the best players for Devon this year. The son of the coach, Lee Craig, takes a good mark unopposed. On the wing in front of the Chelsea coach's dugout, kicks close to the boundary. He doesn't find a target though, off hands and out of bounds before Baumgartner could get there. Thrown back into play.
Could have gone a bit quicker there, I think, Craig.
Could have.
He just handled up play. The
I think he was waiting for players to get down, wasn't he?
Yeah.
O'Toole doing the ruck work, wins it down on this occasion. And the umpire says, I'll throw it up once more. Good start by Devon. They lead by 2 goals. Todd Gardner at the slip, couldn't control it. Push forward by Devon again. Hard on the boundary. Quick kick inside 50. Hillis is there. He can't keep it alive. That's Joel Hillis inside attacking 50 at the southern end. He will spend some time in the middle, I would think, Joel Hillis. Chelsea, we're talking about the Bash brothers playing on the 2 Hillis boys.
Yes, they'll be tagging them all day, I think.
They've been so good for their side this year. Reason why they are top 5 and searching for their first finals berth for 18 years, which I think would be great for the competition. Chelsea beaten in elimination finals in 2018 and 2019. Tap down again. Number of players at the coalface. Good tackle laid by Smale, the ruckman for Devon, ensuring his opponent can't leave the congestion.
Devon's just setting up the back wall there too, Dan. So the ball does come out. It's going to come back in straight away, I think.
Tap down again. Hurry little kick comes out. Joel Hillis has it now. as the kick was squeezed towards the boundary and it goes out of bounds. Run over again by Brad Clark. After Zybrus also tried to clear it for Chelsea from the boundary throw-in. 15 metres closer to goal, 20 metres out from Devon's goal. Trying to burst through. Shannon can't do it for Chelsea. Good play by Leach. Soccers it into the middle of the ground. Good hand pass comes out McGuinness. Now they've got a chance, Chelsea. They kicked out of vacant territory. It's all Devon out here and picked up by Drew. Drew does well to delay the kick. Gets around an opponent. Kicks to Kirkwood. Through his fingers. Can't take the mark. Hand pass Barassi on the outside to Johns. Johns a measuring kick. A long kick. Just misses to the right-hand side. That would have been a candidate for our goal of the day, thanks to Anytime Fitness.
How can Johns be loose out there by himself like that, mate? He's one of their best players. He hasn't been tagged up yet.
2-2, 14 to 1 behind. Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard in the opening quarter. Sean Foster doing bow miss last week, having a good year this year. Kicked 8 goals. He'll go in short, always uses the footy well. Todd Gardner dropped the mark. The brother-in-law then threads it back to Foster, kicks and picks out a target to Barton. 3 of their most prolific players, all marking now at half-back. Foster his 3rd possession in the exchange. He kicks it cleverly, I thought, to McGuinness on this occasion, but close to the boundary, taken by McConnell. Feeds a hand pass over the top. Lee Craig's involved in this exchange. Quick kick, missed in the middle of the ground on this occasion by Devon Meadows, Baumgartner. Loose ball and trying to hold it up now is Moss. He's got a number of Chelsea players around him. Todd Gardner's there as well. And the umpire says, give it to me, boys. And it'll be thrown up in the middle of the ground. 14 plays 1. O'Toole in the long sleeves. Wins it down. But sharked by Todd Gardner for Chelsea. Hurry kick front head centre square. Brain there. Fossicking half of the foot. He couldn't get hold of it. And in the end, taken the other way by the hard nut Drew. A tackle laid on him by Davies. Fisted down again. Hurry kick comes through traffic by Chelsea towards the half-back flank. Bywater leads in the race. Feeds a hand pass out, which misses the target. Then the hand pass comes out now. And getting a hurry kick is Shannon. He was bowled over. He got it now to Brain. Brain uses the footy well, but it's intercepted superbly. And a great mark at half-back to Johns. One of the best on the ground so far for O'Brien's Real Estate. Kicks to the wing on the outer side. 2-on-2 in that contest on the outer side. Going in hard, keeping his feet as Caspus. Once, twice, 3 times. Had a number of players coming out in front on him from behind. And he's held up Caspus on this occasion. And he certainly wore it well, I thought, there. Paul, on that occasion.
He did very well.
Josh Stewart in the second exchange, who really came at him front on. Thrown up, attacking side of the wing for Devon. Hand pass comes out from Baumgartner. Intercepted by Foster. Playing as a loose man at half-back. Squeezes a kick. But on this occasion, it's won by King. Gets a defensive hand pass to Craig. Craig behind the centre square. Kicks Devon nicely to O'Toole. Takes the mark, front edge centre square. Delivers out to half forward. What's Joel Hillis doing on his own? He takes the mark 65 from goal on a slight angle.
He was, mate, he was nowhere near within 25 metres there. And Chelsea's got to man up on these guys here, your Hillises and your Johns and that. They're running right at the moment there for Devon Meadows. So he's lining up from about 45 metres out. Wind going to help him.
Joel Hillis, slight angle. It's a good-looking kick off the boot. He's a class player. That is our goal of the day so far. He has absolutely barreled that for Anytime Fitness. And on the Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard, it is one-way traffic at Devon at the moment. Glover Reserve, 3-2-20, the home team, Devon Meadows, and the Seagulls, Chelsea. They are as flat as a night carter's hat. They're one behind. The lead 19 points inside the first 15 minutes in the opening quarter on the Frankston Jeep time clock. Our major sponsor today, the Rosebud Country Club.
Beautiful kick there. It's just, wind's helping there, Dan, but they're just at the moment there. Devon have just got players running everywhere at the moment.
Thrown up in the middle of the ground. O'Toole wins it once, wins it twice. Free kick. And the umpire, who wasn't having control of the play, was the boundary umpire, has found a free kick to Gardner. Chips to Foster. Foster's on his own. Kicks it low and flat. Not great delivery. Francis gets bowled over. May have hurt his arm, his wrist. He's in some trouble. He was taken to ground, or was it even a bit lower the ribs? But he was certainly met
shoulder.
heavily, and Hillis with the free kick for Devon Meadows. We'll keep an eye on that. Delivers in short, and he finds taking the mark Baumgartner at half back on the outer side. Baumgartner kicks down that outer side. Good looking kick and a mark to Young King with the blonde hair in front of the old scoreboard, showing his team up 3-2, 20-1 behind on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
Francis coming
plays
off
on quickly. High kick, he'd be a bad loss too, Francis. Kicks inside 50 with numbers at the back. Taken on this occasion by Chelsea. They switch the play to Brain. Brain will now kick towards his teammate looking to take the mark, Barton. Barton couldn't mark. Ball hits the ground, he recovers. Beating White. Kicks now towards Bywater at his bootlaces. And the King does well to control it momentarily, and then it goes out of bounds as he tried to soccer it to keep it in play.
Just noticed that Frenchman straight off the ground there. He's holding his shoulder there. He's in the dugout there, and it doesn't look good at all.
He's having a good year too. Kicked a goal in every game bar one. 27 goals. Missed last week. Bywater's kicked a goal in every game and 16 of his past 3. He's a key member of this side, but they've got to get it to him, and they haven't really got it to him yet. No. Boundary throw in. Little fist comes down from Smale. Hillis, great hand pass, under pressure. Got it now towards Moss. Kicks Devon to half forward. Bouncing ball, got away from Mitchell Hill. Kirkwood overruns it. Socket off the ground. Good play on this occasion by Murphy, who kicked 4 last week in his first game this year for Devon. And he makes valuable ground for the Panthers. And it's out of bounds 15 metres around from their goal. So a lot of work to be done by Chelsea, but they're under the pump at the moment. Mason Bailey playing on Rory Hillis, sort of a tagging role, and Nanya, the experienced campaigner who spent a year on the Bulldogs rookie list, is like a loose man in defence, 44 for Devon. Boundary throw-in, taken in a tackle and brought to ground is Thorpe of Devon. And it'll be thrown up again, 20 metres out from their goal at the southern end. O'Toole wins it down. Foster's been pretty good, wins the footy. Scrubbers a kick to half back. It may come back though through King. King taps it cleverly. Good play to get a hand pass out. Well done by Moss. Hand pass though was a little bit heavy, but doing well to get it on this occasion was King. He got it from Smale. He kicks inside 50 as a shove in the back, I reckon, to Thorpe.
Yep.
He was pushed underneath it by his opponent, who was trying to take the mark, and a chance now for Thorpe. Slight angle, but only 25 metres out to kick Devon's 4th goal.
James Brain there doing his instructions there to his players there. Do this, do this, do that. Bit of panic station at the moment. Yeah,
they're under the pump. They just look lost, don't they?
They do at the moment.
And Devon have got a terrific system in place. He's a left footer, Thorpe, and he kicks the goal. Gee, they're away to a great start here for the Rosebud Country Club. And remember that you can come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. It is one-way traffic, 4-2-26 Devon Meadows, 1 behind to Chelsea in this opening quarter.
So there's a few experienced players, ex-players of Mount Eliza playing here for Devon, as we know. You've got your Thorpe, you've got Smales and Craig in that too.
Kiss is another one from Franks and Bombers.
Yep, so they're bringing a good team at the moment.
Yes, they are.
Just building it up.
Spazewski tried to get a hand pass out from the ruck contest to Foster. Barton holds it up in the middle of the ground. He's not having the influence he normally does, averaging around 30 possessions a game, thanks to Premier Data. Our partners this year for the MPNFL. They've been wonderful, especially the footy show on Wednesday night. Hogs when he's not driving me mad.
He's having a go, you know, lately, isn't he? He's in fine form.
And Cappy. They're having a great time. It's like a couple of kids in a candy store looking at those stats for Premier Data. Quick kick comes out of the pack, but a comfortable mark taken at half back. And he's been good, Liam Drew, so far. Impassable. He kicks Devon towards half forward. No one can take the mark. Fisted down by Mitchell Hill. Tackle late at the back by Zebras. Now, though, they're winning everything at ground level. Johns has met late, gets his kick inside 50. Didn't quite find the target. Now he receives it. He received it from the man who couldn't take the mark. Smale, bouncing ball inside 50 as Joel Hillis shoved it through. Yep. It was a bouncing, dirty ball. It's a goal by Johns. Well done, Joel Hillis. Just nudged his opponent out of the contest, and they've kicked a goal.
It was a bit of a mongrel sort of a kick. It bounced over one player, but like you said, Dan, that Hillis just pushed his opponent away and went through for a goal. So John's on the wing here, who was very elusive at the moment. Devon have got numbers everywhere, just very loose. So it's see we've got to tighten up a fair bit because all of a sudden it's 5 goals 2 to 1 behind, and I can't see Chelsea probably scoring this quarter at this stage. Getting a goal, you need a goal for sure.
Rory Hillis heavily involved too in that exchange. Ball's thrown up in the middle of the ground. There's another free kick. Is it for the second time have they got too many inside the square?
No, I just jump over that line. You know, boundary umpire.
So Foster receives a hand pass from Spazewski. Foster now speculative kick. Kicks to half forward. Brain pushed his opponent into it. He almost took the
well
mark.
Done.
Then feeds a great hand pass to Rory Hills. Hillis back inside 50, but it's turned over at half-back by Mitchell Hill. Former best and fairest winner at Chelsea. Played in the Ovens and Murray League as well. The kick wasn't a great one, but it finds a target in Davies. Back to Foster.
Bro.
Gets confronted holding the ball.
Advantage.
And a turnover. Johns, the advantage, of course, to Moss.
Oh.
Now to O'Toole.
Look
Loose men everywhere. They're queuing up. Stewart kicks over the top and kicks into the pocket. And really, they've got players up the ground. Sean Foster, with the greatest respect, we love him dearly.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the right position to take that in front of us, and the mark taken by Kiss,
It was just
who waited out the back in the forward pocket
Just
for
that
Devon.
turnover just here, Dan, right in front of us. But that cruiser.
He runs around, he snaps at goal, and I think he's kicked another one. He has. It's raining goals on the Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard. That is 6. Kiss on my list, Justin Kiss. One of the great songs from Hall and Oates. I had to get that in again.
Yeah, you did.
6-2, 38 to 1 behind, and it is a shellacking so far on the Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And Grey Syndicates Australia will help you retire in style, Paul. Significantly enhanced superannuation for an ideal retirement lifestyle. And Tim has been here today. He's always here supporting us, and we thank him for coming down again to Devon Meadows.
Thank all our sponsors.
What a start this has been. 6-3, 39 to nothing.
One
and
behind.
Kiss kicks his second. One behind, I should say.
Yep.
He's now got 8 for the season. Spazewski. O'Toole. Spazewski wins it down. They're just winning everything in the middle. But on this occasion,
tackle.
Chelsea does manage to win the clearance, but only momentarily. Barton is taken, as you say, Paul, in a tackle, brought to ground and thrown up once more. Spazewski, O'Toole jumping, knocks it down, loose ball again. Handball comes out, didn't quite find the target from Brad Clark. He wins it back again as he grubbers a kick to half forward, fist it down. No one can get a clean possession. Bernie getting involved, and he lays a tackle for Chelsea and may have given away a free kick for a high tackle. Joel Hillis again, the everywhere man, lucky star, just behind the wing on the outer side. He lobs it long towards half forward. Waiting at the back, Barton. Crumbs and collects for Chelsea. Gets the hand pass out, close to the boundary line. Under some pressure, Leach had his teammate lend him support with a left foot kick towards half forward Clark. But once again, the defence very strong. D'Agostino, a hand pass now towards Baumgartner. Baumgartner, though, he didn't find the target. Turned over. Hurried kick inside 50 by Chelsea. Picked up by, on this occasion, Bywater. Handballs over the top. Put his teammate James Brain under the pump. Then had two teammates for the opposition fossicking for it. One of them D'Agostino. The other one McConnell. Back to D'Agostino. Gets it defensively now to Drew. Drew tried to turn an opponent inside out, but a good tackle laid, and a free kick will go the way of young Bernie with the dreadlocks in the forward pocket for Chelsea.
Tight angle here, Dan, trying to put this one through with the wind going across his face too. I'd be very impressed if he gets this through the big sticks.
38 to 1 on the Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard, and they need a goal here, Chelsea, to the Flanagan Pavilion end. The crowd building up on this cold, cold day. Young Matt Burney. His kick doesn't quite have the carry. Bywater pushes his opponent out. The umpire said no, not advantage, as young White was away, and there'll be a free kick in the last line to be taken by Lee Craig, Mr. Reliable. Lead made for him by King. He goes straight down the middle. That's a terrible kick. Spazewski should mark, drop what he should have taken, but luckily at the back, cleaned up by Davies. But what a tackle. The tackling pressure of Devon is immense. I thought Davies had it on this occasion, but Thorpe got involved. And also getting involved was Baumgartner to ensure that his opponent couldn't get away after Spazewski dropped the mark. Everything going the way
Devon.
at this stage of Devon. Well played by Moss. Gets a defensive hand pass out. Quick clearing kick towards half forward for Devon on this occasion. Kiss is there, and also Kirkwood to make it 2-on-2. Kirkwood soccers to his own advantage. They're not switched on, Chelsea. Soccers it back again to his own advantage. Picks it up under pressure, but turns it over, and Clark takes a defensive mark.
They're a bit shell-shocked down. They are dead set shell-shocked at the moment. Devon's just doing all the 1%ers, a little tackle then over the boundary line there, back here before, just the 1%er, little bumps here and there. Devon are just on at the moment. Chelsea, don't know where they are.
Kick into the pocket, and it was turned over by Johns as he swiped it over the boundary. It was intended for Albanese. Deep in the back pocket for Chelsea at the southern end. The ball spent a lot of time down there. 6-2-38 to 1 behind. Grey City gets Australia scoreboard close to quarter time. It's been a wonderful start here by Devon Meadows. Boundary throw in, shallow boundary throw in.
What's the throw in again?
Yeah, they'll have to. As it bounced in front of Davies of Chelsea. And again, they're just sharing the goals around. They've done it all year, Devon. Good open slap by Spazewski. Hard on the boundary. A shot at goal by Barassi. He didn't have much room to work. Couldn't work the miracles that his namesake could in his long career in the VFL, AFL. So out of bounds on the full. 38-0. Chelsea now to inbound. High kick towards the outer side of the ground. Big strong mark though again. They've got men everywhere. Taking the mark on the left. Nice kick towards centre half forward now. Trying to play to his own advantage as King. Does well. Lost control of it. Outmanoeuvred by Brain, but his kick is no good. It just slews along the ground for 5 metres. Baumgartner's there taking a tackle. Holding the ball. I thought he was taking a bit high.
What about his head?
Free kick to Davies. Yeah, he's taken high in front of our commentary position at half back. Davies, half distance pass. Not up, said the umpire. Got it to a teammate, Shannon. Had to get rid of it immediately. He's been claimed. The pressure is unbelievable by Devon so far. Attacking side centre square. King lays another tackle on Davies, and it'll be thrown up. 38 plays 1, close to quarter time. Grey City gets Australia scoreboard. Open-handed slap by Smale. Missed by Moss, taken by Brain. Brain wobbles a kick to half forward. By Waters there. Tapped away by McConnell to D'Agostino. Back towards McConnell. Beats 1. Beats 2. Shrugs the tackle. D'Agostino, a good hand pass on the out and on the up towards Craig. Craig kicks quickly to the wing. Getting up almost to mark Dennis Everest. But at ground level, roved cleverly by Moss. Kicks Devon Meadows into the middle of the ground. Good play by King. He outmanoeuvred his opponent on that occasion. Feeds on the outside to Johns. This is great footy.
Beautiful football.
Great footy, and the mark taken right on quarter time. A shot at goal here by our man Justin Kiss. Gee, how good was that football?
That was just beautiful, clean, sharp football. Centred it up in the middle of the ground there, the hot spot, and Johns could have gone all the way in there, but had composure and found Kiss lining up for his...
In fact, it's Barassi taking the mark.
Barassi lining up for his first goal. So
on about a 15-20 degree angle for a 7-goal opening quarter to the southern end. He's kicked 9 goals this year, their leading goal kicker of all the players playing. Kicks it low and flat. And I think that O'Toole, is it a behind or not? No, it's not, because O'Toole touched it before it went through. Remember, we had an issue last week, so we need to make sure we get it right today. 7-2-44 to 1 behind. 6-2-38 to 1 behind. Thank you, Paul. 37-point lead. Grey City gets Australia scoreboard. A major sponsor today is the Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome. Before we take a break, for Jeff Wignall Ford, serving the Peninsula community since 1979 with branches in Hastings, Frankston and Mornington. Let's go around the ground. Some big games in both the first and second division, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, Mr. Dan the Man. Okay, EDS playing Sorrento. Quarter time, EDS 3-3-21 to Sorrento 4-6-30. Frankston Bombers 3-1-19 to Frankston YCW, 1 behind. Dramana 2-1-13 to Bomb Beach, 3 behind.
They beat them early in the season too, looking for 3 in a row, Dramana.
Rosebud 1-4-10 playing Pines at Olympic Oval, 1-1-7. And Mantle Lions up 3-5-23 to Red Hill 2, 3, 15. We'll go to Division 2 just quickly in your GameFace app. It's all down
Thanks
there
to
for
the
us.
Jeff Wignall forward.
Seaford 3-1-19 to Crib Point 5 behinds. Devon Meadows, we know 6-2-38
6-2-38 to 1 behind.
1 behind. Somerville and Rye down at Rye 3-1-19 to Somerville 2-2-14. Mornington playing Hastings at home for the big cup down there. Mornington 4-5-29 to Hastings 1 behind. And the rivalries, Langwarrin and Coringal at the big players' reunion down there at Langwarrin today at Lloyd Park. 3-3-21, Langwarrin to Coringal 1 behind. And Pearsall told we have no score through them yet. So there's a couple of clubs there that have only got behinds, and might be a few upsets later on.
Well, there always is. That's why it's a great competition. And here, Devon Meadows right on top of Chelsea, who haven't started yet. They're 1 behind, and they've been second to the ball in just about every contest. And wonderful footy being played by Devon Meadows. 6-2-38. They lead Chelsea 1 behind. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. A coverage brought to us, of course, by Rosebud Country Club. Back with the second quarter shortly.
Hi everyone, it's Tim from Growth Syndicates Australia, and we're financial transformation specialists. Our clients are eliminating their mortgage in a much shorter period of time, creating more wealth and boosting their super. This is all done without impacting their lifestyle. Sounds amazing? Well, let me explain a little bit about the GSA Advantage. With clients all around Australia and a head office located in Elsternwick, our team of very experienced professionals enable unique and exclusive property investment opportunities through wholesale investing for clients to achieve specific outcomes. Our current projects are located in Brighton, Malvern East, Kew, Glen Iris and Mont Albert North. Everyone's busy and that's a fact. But did you know for every day you have a mortgage and underperforming investments or superannuation, you're missing out on $350 every day. It all starts with a friendly phone discussion to then arrange a meeting to provide you with a clear picture on what GSA achieves for our clients, and with no charge or obligation, see where these results can apply to you. So check us out at growthsyndicatesaustralia.com. Give us a call on 1300 205 556. I'd love to have a catch-up coffee with you.
Welcome back to Glover Reserve. What a quarter of footy that was. I'm sure James Brain gave his team one of those old-fashioned sprays. 6-2, 38-1 behind. Devon Meadows on top. 2 goals to Justin Kiss, Joel Hillis, Kirkwood, Johns among the other goal scorers so far.
Thorpe.
Aaron Johns, Thorpe as well. It's been a terrific start. They've been very, very impressive. Very impressive. So let's see what they're made of. They're probably going with the scoring end. The Breeze in their second quarter Chelsea. They need to improve a lot. They just can't get their hands on the footy, and when they do, they're under immense pressure. Thrown up, Spazewski, Smale, free kick straight away, and the umpire believes that it'll go the way of Devon. And taking it as Baumgartner, a hard nut. He kicks his team into that breeze. You can see it just sort of holding up a bit. No one can take the mark. The ball's at ground level. Won again by Hillis. Got the hand pass out. Squeezing kick by Smale inside 50. Picked up, though, on this occasion. Turning the kick back out of defence is James Clark of Chelsea, one of the tall defenders. Trying to soccer it off the ground, the Gulls.
Francis
now they get
on.
another opportunity. Francis is back on, who tried to soccer off the ground. Getting in front, Brain couldn't mark it. Picked up brilliantly by Bywater. It's got a player out the back who takes the mark. And it's Foster, kicks around the body, and Fozzie kicks the goal in the opening minutes. 3 of their stars involved in that, and that's what they needed, getting Sean Foster out the back. He needs to play forward. He's playing loose man in defence, and to be fair to Chelsea, and not so much to Fozzie, he was getting enough of it. It wasn't really working. 6-2-38 to 1-1-7. It's taken till the opening minute of the second quarter for Chelsea to hit the scoreboard to the scoring in the southern end here at Glover Reserve on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
It's just a quick kick out of play there, and the ball bounced a bit towards the Chelsea there, but Curtis Bywater got the ball, trapped around, saw the presence to slow down and composure. It was a big thing in football, I believe, that just saw the big Fozzie down there and got the open goal for them, which they understand they needed, mate. So it's, let's see if they can do it again.
The breeze is pretty strong, isn't it? You can see a couple of the kicks from Devon there into the breeze at the Flanagan Pavilion end, the social club room's end here at Devon. So 31-point lead. Thrown up now. Tapped down by Smale. Rory Hillis after it, couldn't get it. Front edge centre square, clamouring hard. Teams from both sides looking to get hold of the footy or at least lock it up. It'll be thrown up again. Brad Clark comes up last for Chelsea. Thrown up again. Young Ash Foster, no relation to Sean, wins it down for Chelsea. Nanya throws it on the boot now for Devon. Pitches at centre half forward, overrunning at Kirkwood. Ball's at centre half forward, comes out to Kirkwood again. Taken into James Clark tackle. Bursting through Smale. Got the hand pass out. John's a high up and under kick. Inside 50. No mark taken. They bring it to ground again, Devon. They've been very good at that, but Chelsea managed to get the footy out. Clearing kick towards the boundary on the outer side. Leading in the race, Francis. Pumps a hand pass over the top. Taken by Vraka. Vraka gets the hand pass now at close quarters as they bring it around the outer side. Barton involved. And then there's squeezing kick towards half forward. Brain is there. Couldn't get control of it. Then he gets it back. Hand pass forward to Brain. Hard on the boundary. Does well to kick long to full forward. Just across the face before Bywater could get there. Much better play around the outer side by Chelsea. Starting to get their game going. They can score goals quickly with a potent forward line. 1-2-8 to 6-2-38. They've done all the scoring early stages, second quarter. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Narnia back into play. Misses the target of Moss. Gets bumped off the footy by Davies and over the boundary line at half forward again for Chelsea. So they're into attack. Baumgartner seems to have the role on Todd Gardner at the moment. Boundary throw-in. Tapped down by Spazewski of the Gulls. Shannon's there, extricating himself from the contest. White lost it for Devon, taken by the veteran Barton. Hurries a left foot kick inside 50 for the Gulls. In the road though, Craig gets a hand pass out to White. A hand pass to Moss, back to White. Hugging the boundary, couldn't control it out of bounds.
Just above the knee there. Well, could have been out of bounds in the full, but it was just above the knee. Boundary umpire's right on top of them. Good work.
Slightly attacking side of the wing for Chelsea. Pushed in the front, Spazewski. Hills is there, taking an tackle, gets rid of it quickly, handballs to the boundary. I don't think that can be deliberate because he was taken in the tackle and had to get rid of it in an absolute hurry with tacklers all around him. Then Joel Hillis, who was so important in the first quarter. One of their 5 goal kickers, Justin Kiss, the multiple one. Boundary throw-in again at half forward, leaning in, winning it down. Spazewski, good tackle laid. Chelsea's intensity has certainly picked up, Paul, in this quarter so far after a terrible start to it.
Just watching the taggings here, there's taggings going everywhere. Players holding on really close to each other.
Baumgartner's on Gardner. There's no doubt about that. Now Baumgartner's involved. And for about the 4th time, it goes out of bounds between wing and half forward for Chelsea on our broadcast side of the ground here at Glover Reserve. So 65 around from goal.
Got Moss on Barton.
Yes. And Baumgartner on Gardner, as we mentioned.
Yeah.
Tapped down by Spizewski, missed by Gardner. Taken now by Smale. Breaks the tackle on the left. Kicks his team to half forward. O'Toole's up. And he comfortably outmarks the veteran Mitchell Hill.
Got to go quick.
Very good against Kringle a few weeks ago. O'Toole kicks Devon very wide indeed. Pitches close to the boundary. It's kept alive. Taken brilliantly by Barassi. Got a hand pass out now towards Murphy. Got a hand pass back to King. Back into general play to Baumgartner. To Barassi hard on the boundary. Wobbly kick back inside 50. Hillis is there. Kirkwood there at the drop. Had the kick smothered. Chelsea's defence working overtime. Hold it up inside the 10-metre goal square in front of quite a big crowd. All standing in front of the social club rooms, the Flanagan Pavilion here at Devon. Throwing up. Opportunity for Devon here. Up by 31 points. Spizewski taps it down. Goes in hard. Gets a hand pass out. Clearing kick out of defence by Clark. But only as far as Narnia. He's set up at half forward. Takes the mark in front of Foster.
Experienced player, this bloke.
Very experienced player. As I said, spent some time at the Bulldogs on their rookie list many moons ago. Tap down at the front. Moss roving it hard. Breaks one tackle with that big body. Feeds a hand pass out to White. White throws it on the boot. A high up and under kick for Devon inside 50. Almost to mark to Hillis. Did well. Brings it to ground. White follows it up. Gets it now to Murphy. Beats one. Beats two. Taking on a tackle. Handball's out now in the direction of his teammate Thorpe, who kicks a great goal. He weaved his way through magic, kicking a goal into the breeze to the non-scoring end. And that is just incessant pressure, constant forward 50 entries, Paul. And what a goal that is by Thorpe. Kicks his second and terrific goal. 7-2-44 to 1-2-8. The margin of even 6 goals. Growth Syndicate's Australia scoreboard.
Well, Murphy then, the big fella Murphy, was dodging and weaving there. They had plenty of players there calling out for the handball. And as you said, Thorpe was their opportunity and he was under pressure a bit there. Chelsea boys are after him, but they snagged it through against the play, sort of, and they snagged one into the win. First goal that end of the ground.
They need a percentage booster. Look, they're still got to get the win, but their percentage is not great. But remember, at this stage, Chelsea are 2 points behind them. So Gardner receives the tap, weaves his way through traffic, kicks to half forward. That's a good mark running with the flight by Davies, who lobs a kick close to the boundary. Up goes Francis. He did the Toby Green by using his leg as protection, but he's given away a free kick. It's a rule that has to come into the game, and a free kick in defence to go the way of, on that occasion, Drew for Devon Meadows. Has a player all on his own as he switches the play. Smale's been good. Chips it out wide to Narnia, the veteran. Uses the footy well in front of our commentary position. Great kick now to the advantage of his teammate. Not able to take it for Assey. Close to the boundary line, and it'll be seen over the line on that occasion by Caspers. And also involved was Kiss. So it'll be thrown back into play in front of our commentary position. Slightly attacking side of the wing for Devon. Umpire says throw it back in again. It was a loose throw, even though it was two-handed down to his team's advantage by Narnia of Devon. Let's bring it in a bit.
Rory Hill has been tagged by Toddy Gardner still.
Yes.
Like glue, those two.
Back into play. I think Rory Hillis is on Toddy Gardner now. They're sort of changing. One down on this occasion by Foster, receiving from Ash Foster, Sean Foster that was, and Shannon involved too. Kicks towards Burney, couldn't take the mark, makes a good contest, brought to ground at ground level by Leach of Chelsea, still in the middle of the ground, and then a good tackle laid on a player who's been pretty quiet so far, has hardly touched the footy, McGuinness, and he's not Robinson Caruso for Chelsea at the moment. Big fist again by Ash Foster, but in the road lead, Craig, who's been so good as a defender, repels his team, kicks to the wing. Stewart should have got a free kick. Joel Hills picks up the ball at ground level, kicks his team to half forward. Devon had it fisted away on that occasion. Kiss. Sean Foster's kicker smothered, comes back to O'Toole, kicks off the edge of the boot, a high up and under, getting underneath it, trying to take the mark. Wasn't able to on that occasion. Leach brought it to ground for Chelsea. Loose ball on the wing on the outer side. It's socket away. Sean Foster leading in for shoot again. Can he pick it up? He can. He had two opponents around him, good vision, and he picks out a teammate who takes the mark at half back. And this is Albanese. Albanese, elbow, kicks brilliantly to Gardner. Gardner leading in front, takes the mark opposed to White on this occasion. Plays on quickly, good kick with the wind, high to full forward. Getting back, not able to take the mark, but clearing out of defence is Mace. Feeds a hand pass over the top to Thorpe. Thorpe kicks it in short now to White. White pushed off the line of the footy by Gardner. Picks it up at ground level. His kick's a wobbly one, but finds a teammate. Mark taken by Barton, has a loose man on his own. Shannon at centre half forward for Chelsea. That was better ball movement.
Better play there by Chelsea. Just like I said before, Dan, the composure there. Ball could have gone out of bounds, but Gardner was just good and found the loose players, Barton. So Shannon lining up from right on 50 with the wind helping from the right-hand side too. And they desperately need one here.
7-2-44 to 1-2-8. Grace Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Our coverage today brought to you by the Rosebud Country Club. This will be a candidate for our Anytime Fitness goal of the day as well. Kicking long and high. It's a good kick. It might have the carry, I think. It has. It's cleared the pack right on the line. Terrific goal, and that is certainly in contention in the frame for our Anytime Fitness goal of the day. A long bomb by Luke Shannon, but they need more than that with the wind in this second quarter. Second quarter almost 15 minutes long, thanks to Frankston Jeep clock. 2-2-14 to 7-2-44 margin, back to 5 goals. And the first goal today, just the second for the day for Chelsea. First goal today for Luke Shannon.
Well, all the goals have been kicked down towards that end, Dan, except for the one before by Thorpe. But
and that was a great goal. Also a candidate for Anytime Fitness goal of the day. Under the pump, they just work so hard to keep it inside attacking 50. Ash Foster jumps up, wins it down again, loose ball. Won by Vraka. Tried to find his teammate Barton, who lost it. Vraka goes back in, pulled off the foot. He goes 5 metres. The big body of Murphy's in there for Devon. His teammate's taken in a tackle. That is Baumgartner. Held up by Davies, thrown up in the middle of the ground again. Foster, changing with Spasevsky in the ruck. It's Ash Foster, working his way through Davies. Got a little hand pass out. Number of players milling around the contest. Who's going to get it? Murphy does now. Swings the kick. Bouncing ball towards half forward. It's tapped on again. That's good play towards Stewart. Shoving the back, but it might go the way of the opposition. The umpire saying it was a throw against Smale, and it'll be taken by the opposite number 12 in James Clark, one of the key defenders for this Chelsea side. Kicks towards half forward, good kick, fist away from behind, good defensive play on that occasion by Boland of Devon, and then Murphy lays a good tackle just as big Ash Foster had won the ball ground level, being one of the tallest players out there. He'll do the ruck work on the wing on the outer side. His team down by 30 points. O'Toole goes up, wins it down. Chelsea squeezes a quick kick. Close to the boundary, taken by Brain. Kept alive. He wobbles a kick inside 50. Attacking it hard as Bywater to his own advantage. Then he throws it on the boat. Oh, he's kicked an absolute ripper.
Yes, sir.
He has from the boundary. He attacked it. And then he parried it to his own advantage, threw it on the boot to an open goal, and it bounced home. And that is the clubhouse leader
so far
for our goal of the day for Anytime Fitness. The King is on top of his throne with a goal like that. 3-2-20 to 7-2-44. Gross Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
He just attacked the ball there, Dan, really, really hard, and got the advantage there. Spun around with his big behind there, and his skill, he's just a skillful player. He's not tall, but he's just very skillful and elusive. Kicks his goal, first goal for him today.
He's kicked the last two in a row for the first time today. But they've still got some work to do after Devon set this game up with a 6-goal-to-1 opening quarter. The battle between 5th and 6th. Devon 2 points clear of Chelsea on the ladder. After Chelsea had that controversial draw with Kringle last week. Ash Foster wins it down. Sean Foster attacks the footy. Joel Hill so comes the other way. Spiral punch inside 50. Kirkwood makes a good contest. Spills to the back. Taken by Caspers though of Chelsea. Feeds a hand pass out to Mitchell Hill. Lobs a kick to half back now for the Gulls. No one can take the mark. Coming the other way. Good play on the left to kick his team inside 50 is Smale and finds a target. Lunging forward. They just had to get it into a hot spot, and they did.
It's a kiss.
It is kiss.
I think it is.
He's taken the mark on his chest. just attacking it hard around that outer side. It wasn't Smale. In fact, it was McConnell, the left footer. He just really worked hard to take the play on and threw it on the boot cleverly and had a player in front. Kiss across the face behind. Just the third behind. They've been accurate. 7-3-45 to 3-2-20. Margin 25 points. Gross Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Foster with the low pass. Hits the target. Mitchell Hill got the hand pass out now to Clark. Clark kicks quickly to Gardner. Dropped the mark. Had two opponents around him. Then plays to his own advantage. And now Hill straighten up. He's brought down. Bouncing ball. Let the advantage go. 3 in a row to Chelsea.
Bang, bang, bang.
Gardner had a couple to beat. He was just too quick in the end when he paddled to his own advantage. And again, we have another candidate for our Anytime Fitness goal of the day, and they're coming from everywhere. 4-2-26 to 7-3-45, the margin, 19 points. And Chelsea getting back into this game as Todd Gardner kicks goal number 10 for the season.
It's just direct, long football in by Chelsea there, and got out the back there, Gardner there, and ran onto it very well. Kicked the ball along with the wind, boys, and over the back, get over the wall there that Devon set up, and they get the goal.
Foster, that's Ash Foster. Gardner roving again. He's having a big quarter, isn't he? He kicks his team inside 50. Fist from behind by Boland. Then he wins it at ground level. Did well. Good defensive play taken by Drew. His hand pass isn't great. Puts his teammate wide under pressure. He's brought down by Brain.
Lucky.
That was not good play by Brain.
Lucky
because the ball was out of bounds. It would have been a neutral contest. Yeah. And Aaron Johns will take it behind the wing. Opposed to the dreadlock. One player without hair. Opposed to a player with a lot of hair in Bernie. And he's at half back. Short lead made by Stewart, not the right option. Kicks down the line in front of our commentary position. Sean Foster there for Zevsky as well. Sean Foster at the drop. Paddles to his own advantage cleverly and puts it over the line. In the blue boots, the great man. Boundary throwing. Barton being opposed to by Moss. So there's a few one-on-ones going on around the footy at the moment, Paul. Boundary throwing on the wing. O'Toole, Spazewski. Handball comes out. They lost control of it on this occasion. Vraka, Liam Vraka of the Chelsea Footy Club. Couldn't get clean possession. Spazewski, Smale, good roving Barton. Attacked it hard. A handball to Bernie. Johns is with him. Wraps him up in a tackle in front of our commentary position. It'll be thrown up. 4-2-26 to 7-3-45. Gross Syndicates Australia scoreboard, 3-1 for Chelsea this quarter. Spazewski, but at the drop, a high kick, might bounce just inside the line and eventually goes out. The kick came from Moss, and before Baumgartner could get there, and it's back into play once more. He might be on Foster at the moment, Baumgartner.
Yeah,
They're changing them around a lot, aren't they?
They're swapping around there.
Yes.
All one-on-ones at the
Smale
moment.
the tap. Looking for Johns. It was a defensive side tap, but he now is going the right way. Draws the man. Barton feeds on the outside towards Moss. He's not a great user. Gets it inside 50. Socket out of midair by Leach. Johns nearly took a fingertip. A 3-on-1 against. Lays a great tackle on Bernie. Barton got it to Spazewski and knocked it back down to Barton. Close to the boundary line in front of our commentary position. Kept alive by Davies, but taken now by Hillis. That's Joel Hillis of Devon Meadows. Craig's kick was smothered. Missed in the middle of the ground by Mace. Didn't go in hard enough, I didn't think. And the ball will be thrown up in front of our commentary position. Luckily for him and Devon, they weren't able to get away in that contest.
He saw a few footsteps there, I think, Dan.
Yes, Mason Bailey wasn't able to take it cleanly for Chelsea. Ball's in the middle of the ground, and the umpire's going to pick up a free kick here.
Gardner.
And it'll go to Gardner, who's having an outstanding quarter. Wobbly kick inside 50. Foster couldn't take the finger-breaking ball on his chest. Cleared out of defence again. Drew got the hand pass out, and they clear through D'Agostino to the outer side of the ground. Picked up again inside 50. The kick came from Chelsea, but once again the defence is solid through D'Agostino. He picks up Smale, the left footer. Has got a player close to the boundary, camped at half back, and this is Aaron Johns. The defence good at the moment. 19-point lead at the moment to Devon. 26-45 in short once more to Boland.
Just holding the ball at the moment, Devon. Just playing
hard on the boundary into
playing
the breach.
Playing time.
Conditions quite good at the moment. holds it up once more, and the breeze holds it up. Kirkwood makes a good contest at the drop. Hillis, magnificent,
Good
draws
hands.
the man on the outside to Baumgartner. Baumgartner runs away from Gardner, drives his team inside 50, kisses there, but getting back. Good mark, last line of defence again, taken by Leach.
50.
50 metres, what was that for?
I don't know, I might have just gone over the man on the mark there, I think. But
Oh, it's not a 50-metre penalty. I say that every week, though.
we say it every week.
I do.
Go.
Play it against Sam. On the left goes Leach. Kicks inside 50. High ball, bouncing ball at the back. Not taken cleanly on this occasion by the Seagulls, Francis. He doesn't look fit to me. And eventually Devon clear, only as far as Spazewski. Then he lays a tackle and he couldn't get control of the ball. John's got it to Baumgartner. Spazewski, another good tackle. O'Toole on the outside to Joel Hillis. Hard on the boundary. Met late by Todd Gardner. Kicks inside 50.
through him.
Murphy's there. Coming the other way. Good play by Brad Clark. He's as hard as a cat's head. Got the hand pass down to Caspers, but he's wrapped up in a Stewart tackle. And the umpire says, give it to me, boys.
Thought Murphy at the stage he was going to go right through Clark there, but Clark came back very good indeed.
No score for a while, 45-26. Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Spazewski two hands it down. On the bottom of the pack, Rory Hillis. Todd Gardner with him. Going nowhere. 3-1, but I reckon Devon have done pretty well to hold them up on numerous occasions. O'Toole beats Spazewski. Rove by Foster. He's under pressure. Taken in a tackle by Hillis. Spazewski not able to hang on to the mark. Not sure it was required distance anyway. Off hands right near our commentary position.
He's missed a
just
few,
behind the wing.
He's missed a few marks there, young Spazewski there.
Yeah.
He's been
Now
clear.
King Dog supporter too. Thinks Bontempelli will win the Brownlow.
That was a good chance.
He's a massive chance, isn't he?
Get on if he can now.
Boundary throwing. O'Toole, two hands it to the front of the pack. Rove by Barton. Barton on the left, the veteran for the Gulls. Kicks to half forward. Mark should have been taken by Davies. Recovers at ground level. Squeeze a little kick out. Sean Foster misses it. He was approached
well
the other
done.
way. Good play on hands and knees by Drew. But the hand pass by Craig was run down from behind Boland. Hurries a little kick to half back for Devon. Going in hard as Baumgartner's given away a free. No, it's a throw.
Yep.
As a hand pass had come out from Shannon. And Baumgartner will take the free kick at half back. 19-point lead, 7-3-45 to 4-2-26. Also looking for a mark of the day, thanks to O'Brien's Real Estate. High kick, Baumgartner. Foster there. Hillis as well. That might be our mark of the day. Free kick.
Oh, I don't think so.
Not sure. Right in front of our commentary position.
Foss liked it though.
Yeah, don't know about that, Fozzie. But anyway, tapped the mark. He's at half back. He kicks it long and high towards half forward.
Good
Big
mark.
strong mark though, taken last line of defence by D'Agostino, the solid tall defender for Devon. Doing a good job on Francis, who to me is not fit. Suffered a knock early in the first quarter, but came back on. High kick to the wing. Spazewski was there. He should have allowed his teammate to maybe take the mark then in Albanese, and he virtually punched away from his hands, Paul. In front of our
No
commentary
talking
position.
at all. Just notice there's not much talk out there at Chelsea at the moment. Devon boys are talking a fair bit better than, or more than Chelsea at the moment. Open
Rory
space
Hillis
here.
on Gardner.
Open
boundary
space.
throw in. O'Toole, and it's great to see Joel Hillis and Sean Foster playing on each other. And close to the boundary goes Baumgartner. With him is Spazewski, and it'll be thrown back into play again. Right in front of our commentary position. Good to hear the chatter. Good to hear the encouragement.
Yeah.
Good game of footy. Fifth playing sixth. Devon 2 points ahead of Chelsea going into this round. And lead by 19 points close to half-time. The lead was 31 at quarter time. Spazewski the tap, running by Rory Hillis.
Off the ground.
Couldn't get control of it. It's extricated out close to the boundary. Aaron Johns is there, runs it over the line. In pursuit is Davies of Chelsea at half forward.
Must be close to half time there, definitely.
Been a good game of footy, Paul.
Yeah, I'm impressed with it so far. Chelsea sort of came back there the first part of this second quarter there, but now Devon has just got a bit more composure once again, just hanging on the footy a bit longer.
45-26. Handball comes out now by Spazewski. Misses the target. Thrown up. O'Toole taps it down again. And then Grover's a kick towards half forward, but in the road, Albanese. Handballs to Barton, having a better quarter. Barton, despite being tackled, hits the target. And taking the mark here is Bailey. Mason Bailey, a late inclusion for Brett O'Hanlon, who was going to be the big recruit coming in for the second half of the year for Chelsea. Maybe next week. Kicks down the line looking for Brain. Punched over the line by Boland, and it'll be thrown back into play at half forward.
Well, they hope he comes back next week.
45 to 26. Yeah, just he's had a bit of an injury, just causing him some issues again.
Yep.
Played 7 games at Richmond. Picked up in the pre-season of 2012 and then went to Edith Vale Aspendale, his junior team or home club. Boundary thrown once more. Pitches in front of Spazewski. Taken by O'Toole. Handballs defensively out to Craig. Has to get rid of it in a hurry. Bounces cleverly now to Aaron Johns. Handballs at close quarters to Rory Hillis. Draws the man, his brother Joel inside. Right option. Joel Hillis kicks now to half forward. Kiss brings it to ground. Opposed in that exchange with Leach. Good tackle laid by Bernie. Getting it out now is young King. Going in hard, and then Joel Hillis was tripped. What a good quarter he's having.
Yep.
Been magnificent. Kicks it low and flat to half forward to Murphy again. Kicked 4 last week. He threw that one out. He absolutely threw that one out as Baumgartner was running into an open goal. Just couldn't quite get his fist around it, and you could see that it wasn't a clear punch. So a free kick at half back to Albanese in the blue boots for Chelsea. He'll drive it long. He'll hug the boundary line. We've seen a lot of footy on this side of the ground this quarter. O'Toole goes up, takes the mark on his chest. A candidate for O'Brien's real estate mark of the day under some due rest there in O'Toole. Half distance pass is a good one into the middle. Mark taken by Drew. Very solidly built.
He's
small
been
defender,
good,
isn't he?
He's been real good today.
He has. One of the stars. Candidate for O'Brien real estate.
Oh,
Best man on the ground. As I said, our mark of the day, Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. Handballs at close quarters does Rory Hillis after taking the mark to Aaron Johns, but he turns it over. Good mark to Mitchell Hill in defence. Finds Sean Foster, who's been pretty good. Takes the mark back pocket outer side in front of the Flanagan Pavilion. Brings it down the outer side of the ground to his brother-in-law, Todd Gardner. Beautiful kick by Foster.
Downfield.
Gardner's kick is good too as it's downfield. And the mark is taken by Ash Foster. Handballs at close quarters now to James Brain. Kicks long to Bywater. And he gets out in front and takes the mark. It's good footy.
Good
it's
footy.
What Chelsea does well when they bring it from one end of the ground to the other and they get their best users involved. Foster, Gardner, Brain, Bywater.
They do a big switch there, Dan. It was just beautiful, clean football. It was a free kick downfield, but Chelsea took the mark anyway there by young Francis might have been, I think. But now Bywater lining up for his second goal this quarter.
Slight angle. He's kicked already. Probably the goal of the day, hard on the boundary. He doesn't miss them.
Goal
He doesn't
umpire.
miss that. Right over his hat or cap. Margin 13 points, 4 goals to 1 to the scoring in the southern end on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. 7-3-45 to 5-2-32. And Tim and Growth Syndicates Australia do a wonderful job. They'll help you retire in style, significantly enhance superannuation for an ideal retirement lifestyle. Our major sponsor today, Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome.
I was just saying that, Dan, that Devon Meadows for about 10 minutes there held the ball up lovely and just couldn't get into their forward 50. But Chelsea, their back line held up strong, much better now, much stronger now. But and when they did get the ball, Chelsea, kick it long, they've kicked, 5 goals this quarter, So it's just use the wind and use the Holks's wind, as we call it. And they're going very well this quarter.
Clouds are closing in a bit. Tapped down by Spazewski. 13 points the margin. Taken out of the middle by Moss. The tackle lingered for a long time as he got boot to ball. Overrunning at Thorpe. Good defence by Caspers. Now also running out of defence is Ivris. And he hits his teammate on the chest, Bernie, at half back. Bernie kicks down the line again. And they can get going through Davies. Hard on the boundary, out of side, high kick to half forward, getting out Foster. Makes a great contest, brings it to ground. That's Sean Foster. Gardner hugging the boundary, can't keep it alive. 15 metres around from their goals. He's had a huge quarter, Todd Gardner.
Yep.
Big candidate for O'Brien Real Estate, best man on the ground.
Can Chelsea snag one here before they go into half time? Momentum. Big thing in football, as we know.
It is 7-3-45 to 5-2-32. Margin 13 points. We saw what Geelong did last night after Essendon started well. Boundary throw-in. Nice tap down by Ash Foster. And then a tackle is laid by Bywater. As Devon, they're winning a lot more of the clearances. It was taken by Devon in Lee Craig, but the umpire said no. I'll hang on to it. And there's the siren for half-time. Terrific half of footy. 7-3-45. to 5-2-32 at half-time. Remembering it was 6-2-38 to 1-1-7 in favour of Devon. Big opening quarter, but Chelsea fighting back on the Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And among their goal kickers, Bywater's kicked 2, and he now has 35 for the season. Sean Foster's got a goal. Luke Shannon's also kicked a goal. And among the goal kickers for Devon, 2 each to Riley Thorpe and Justin Kearse, and 1 apiece to Kirkwood, to Aaron Johns, and to Joel Hillis, who's been one of the best men on the ground. We've had a lot of candidates for Anytime Fitness goal of the day. And remembering that Anytime Fitness, preparing you in the pre-season, maintaining you in season, and helping keep you fit and motivated in the off-season. And O'Brien Real Estate, great sponsors of GameFace and local footy and local sport. $1,000, Paul, to a home club if a property lists, sells and also settles. As we go round the grounds for Jeff Wignall Ford with branches in Hastings, Frankston and also Mornington.
Thank you very much there, Dan the man. Okay, Division 1, Edithvale's at home, half-time, 7-7-49. Playing Sorrento 4-7-31. So
wouldn't that put the cat among the pigeons if Edithvale won that?
Would have what? Frankston Bombers at playing home, 6-7-43 to Frankston YCW 2-5-17.
Been up a long time, YCW.
Yeah, they have. The Bombers there. Cappy will be probably watching that game and listening and going, oh, my God. Down at Dramana 2-2-14, trailing at this stage to the Bomb Beach, 3-5-23. Rosebud, half-time at home, 5-4-34 to Pines, 3-2-20. Mount Elias at half-time, 6-7-43 to Red Hill, 4-5-29. We go into Division 2. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy, over the top there. Magnificent. Seaford playing Crib Point at Crib Point. Crib Point 1-7-13, trailing Seaford 8-3-51. Probably expected that. Devon Meadows here. It's 4-2. We got 5-2.
No, 5-2-32 to 7-3-45.
Yeah, okay. Well, we want to check that out. So there we go there.
Right in front of Summy.
Right in front of Summy at the moment at the Rally Reserve. 5-4-34 to Somerville 3-6-24.
They beat them early in the season, of course.
They did. You had to broadcast that game, didn't you? Was it that one then? No,
we did the Devon. That was funny because the first week of the season was about 159 degrees, and the second week of the season was minus 159 degrees.
Mornington half-time, 6-6-42 to Hastings 3-9-27. Close one there. Langwarren, they're just going along half-time, 5-5-35 to Coringal, 1-4-10. Close one just down the road here, Pearstale and Tyab. Pearstale 4-4-28, Tyab 4-3-27. So little point.
Some very tight matches.
Tight matches down there, which is really good.
Thanks
you, Tommy.
to Jeff Wignall Ford. So we'll take a break here. Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor. Good half of footy, good fight back by the Chelsea Footy Club, kicking 4 goals to 1 in that quarter, but a 13-point lead, 7-3-45. To 5-2-32 of Chelsea. 6 goals to 1 in the first quarter for Devon Meadows, and the southern end is the scoring end.
Definitely.
And Devon have an opportunity to really put their mantra on this game in the third quarter if they can be as successful and as efficient kicking for goal as they were in the opening quarter. We'll see what happens very, very shortly. 13-point lead in the battle between 5th and 6th in second division on the Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Get your game face on.
inside Sophie Ma, but Isabella Khan gets the upper hand.
Just gets it past the fielder. You're in trouble. Pierce Sterling be run out. And wonderful to see some of the greats of Australian sport here today.
It's just on exactly 2 miles. 2-time Olympic Games finalists over the 3,000 steeple.
Too wide. In the inside is Ma, but down the outside is Khan.
Cova running at ground level. Charlie Rowe again from Mount Eliza.
I want to crash the interview. Take the microphone, please. Thank you. So I just want to be a big fan of yours. So I'm in the federal parliament, but you play Big Bash.
Come outdoors, we're sitting here watching athletics, there's heaps of people running of all ages.
Times through, so this first place is really important. The runner in green in Buddy.
Eddie Jerovic now has got a bit of move to do. He's got to try to get a run off the bank somewhere. He's
Gertz roosts that one. That is a monster of a kick for a goal. Watterson again short. He hits this high, and he might have got enough on this to go for 6. It has. Coming into a catching position on the onside. Mills the spoon shot. He's picked the gap beautifully. What a shot that is.
Get your GameFace on.
Hi guys, Jack Riot here down at the all-new Frankston Jeep.
Here we go!
Frankston Jeep has been brought back to the peninsula by Freeway Motor Group. It's a family-owned and operated company which prides itself on outstanding service. So get down to Frankston and grab yourself a Jeep on you.
inside Sophie Ma, but Isabella Calm gets the upper hand.
Just gets it past the fielder. You're in trouble. Pierce Sterling, he run out. And wonderful to see some of the greats of Australian sport here today.
It's just on exactly 2 miles. 2-time Olympic Games finalist over the 3,000 steeple.
Too wide. In the inside is Ma, but down the outside is Calm.
Cover running it at ground level. Charlie Rowe again from Mount Eliza.
I want to crash the interview. Take the microphone, Pete. Thank you. So I just want to be a big fan of yours. So I'm in the federal parliament, but you play Big Bash.
Come outdoors. We're sitting here watching athletics. There's heaps of people running of all ages.
Times through, so this first place is really important. The runner in green in Buddy.
Eddie Jerovic now has got a bit of move to do. He's got to try to get a run off the bank somewhere. He's
Gertz roosts that one. That is a monster of a kick for a goal. Watterson again short. He hits this high, and he might have got enough on this to go for 6. It has. Coming into a catching position on the onside. Mills the spoon shot. He's picked the gap beautifully. What a shot that is.
Get your GameFace on.
Hi guys, Jack Riot here down at the all-new Frankston Jeep.
Here we go!
Frankston Jeep has been brought back to the peninsula by Freeway Motor Group. It's a family-owned and operated company which prides itself on outstanding service. So get down to Frankston and grab yourself a Jeep. I'm in.
Welcome back to Glover Reserve. It is half time. Let's see what Devon Meadows can do with the breeze. 7-3-45 to 5-2-32. Chelsea fought back in that quarter. For 10 minutes, though, Devon did hold them up, but 4-1 after Devon kicked 6-1 in the opening quarter on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. We're looking for our best on ground today for O'Brien's Real Estate. Our mark of the day for the Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. The team at Telstra Business Technology Centre Melbourne South is helping local businesses turn technology into opportunity. Go to tbtcmelbournesouth.com.au to find out more. As we start this quarter, one down by Spazewski. Joel Hillis was run into unintentionally and unfairly, and he'll take the free kick just behind the centre square. Will drive Devon long, inside 50, high kick. No mark taken, plenty of distance on the kick. Cleared out of defence now by James Clark, but a wall is there in the form of the balding, or almost bald, Aaron Johns. Johns now at the footy. Wobbly kick, kicks inside 50. O'Toole presents at the drop, picked up by Thorpe. He's already kicked two. Flying shot. Great front and square roving by Riley Thorpe of the Devon Meadows side. And it's a behind, the first score of the second half. Margin to 20 points as the turnover occurs from Chelsea's kick back into play by Brad Clark, and reading it like a book as they went down the middle looking for James Clark, who looks at Brad and says, what were you doing? Kick had too much hang time on it, and Baumgartner from behind intercepts and marks and can kick a goal from 30 metres out and really make it sting for Chelsea into the breeze. Baumgartner a high kick. It was heading right. It's come back, but it comes back way too much behind.
Just got under the ball a bit there, Dan, didn't he? Just a little bit under the ball there. Should have used the breeze a bit better. It's a very strong breeze too out there.
7-5-47 to 4-2-26. Sean Foster should be kicking out. Greatest respect to Brad Clark. Kicks it long. Making a good contest is James Clark. Brings it over the boundary. Dave Barton at the base wasn't able to get hold of it. Boundary throw in. Mason Bailey playing on Nanya, who was on his own for most of the first half for Devon. Boundary throw in, missed by Spazewski. It wasn't a great throw in. He picks it up now. Feeds a hand pass to Foster. Foster, Sean, kicks his team to half forward. Good play to fist away Francis, and then he wins the ball ground level and then soccers it forward. I think Bywater might have been holding D'Agostino in the back. Then it goes in towards Bywater, who gets out the back again on this occasion after he smothered the kick originally. Had it, regained it, lost it, taken it a tackle, has to get rid of it in a hurry. Goes defensively now to Bailey. Bailey a hand pass to Brain. Brain is under some pressure from Nanya, but he didn't panic. He saw the corner of his eye on his own Bernie, and Bernie takes the mark on his chest.
Very hard kick this, Dan, into the breeze. On this tight angle too. What's Gardner and Johns doing there? Hillis.
Well, we're running over the mark there.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't do that.
So Bernie, yes, he'll need to, with the breeze, I reckon, Paul.
The breeze is coming towards us. Yep.
So aim right and go left. It's as wobbly as they come. Oh. And in the end, it's a mark, last line of defence taken by Craig. He read it well. It was a terrible kick off the boot, but he read it well.
Got to go long here, boys.
Yes, they'll favour the broadcast side of the ground. Spazewski, 1, 2, 3, couldn't quite hang on. Bernie at the slip, couldn't take it for the goals. Handball comes out to Joel Hillis, and he received it from Boland, who was tackled. Kicks to the wing. Big fist, well played by Caspers. Now it comes down to Kirkwood. Kirkwood lobs a little kick in the direction of Kiss. Kiss will handle now to Kirkwood. Behind him, lost it. Kiss goes back in. Also working hard. Winning it back now. Good play around the body by Albanese for Chelsea, and he hits Sean Foster on the chest behind the wing. Sean Foster runs away from Smale. Smale now was hoping to keep his line but couldn't, as Foster's kicks a good one. Finds Barton in the middle. Kicks Chelsea towards Bywater. Beautiful footy. When they get it right, Chelsea, they're great to watch when they've got a bit of space, Paul, to work with.
Look at Barton running down the middle of the ground there too.
He's still running.
Still running. Is strong and hard for the other option there for the King. But the King.
If anyone can kick it into the breeze, the King can.
Oh, it's a strong breeze, mate.
It's a massive breeze to that Flanagan Pavilion end. Only one goal for both teams has been kicked at that end of the ground so far. King
short.
will go for the short pass, inside 50, and he doesn't find a target. Mark is dropped by Craig, last line of defence, but did well to bring it to ground. And a Chelsea player was taken high.
Yep.
He was met heavily in the contest. Looks like it might be Francis to have a shot at goal, 30 out. And, of course, he hasn't had much of it so far because he was injured early in the game, but good to see him back out there. But he wore one heavily. And he's kicked a goal in every game bar one. And he didn't play last week. He's kicked 27 for the season. And this will test him too into the breeze to the Flanagan Pavilion end. But after Devon had dominated the first couple of minutes, 7-5, 47 to 5-2, 32. The margin 15 points on the Growth City against Australia scoreboard. He has a chance to cut it to 9, the closest they've been since the start of the match. He kicks it low and flat. And misses.
Opportunity there, Dan.
He kicked it too close to the man on the mark for mine too, Paul.
Opportunity missed there. They get goals in on the win there. They got the win the last quarter, Chelsea. Well, you never know what could happen.
D'Agostino will favour the outer side. Plenty of distance on the kick. High kick. Magnificent kick. Finds a target. And they have it at half back. Play on quickly. Quick kick into the middle of the ground, all on his own. Smale. Smale will kick to Hillis, Joel Hillis, who found some space as well. Just good use of the footy. They went for the 45-metre kick. The original kick was an excellent one from fullback from D'Agostino.
They just ran then, Hillis. Ran.
And Smale received as well from Lee Craig, who took the mark at half back. Joel Hillis now veering. He's 55 metres out. What a kick that is!
Umpire.
Again, a candidate for goal of the day with the breeze. He veered in, and it never looked like missing. Big goal by Devon Meadows with the breeze. They need to cash in. 8-5, 53. Chelsea 5-2, 32. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And our major sponsor today. Wonderful to have them with us, Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome.
That was a beautiful kick there. He was probably 60-metre kick with the win and went through goal, halfway through goalpost side. Nearly a 70-metre kick. It's a beautiful kick.
Kicked his second.
Yep.
Throw up in the middle. Spazewski beats Smale. Foster, Sean. No, not Sean Foster. I should say Davies has the ball held to him. Thrown up again. Good second effort by Smale. He wins it down once more. Trying to grab it is Moss. Held on to for dear life by Barton. The umpire says, give it to me. In fact, a 20-point lead it is. 33 to 53. And it's tapped down. Spazewski slipped as he won the ruck contest. And then
Smile too,
coming the other way was young King.
They both hit each other.
Who was taken in a tackle as well for Devon. Spazewski. Smale gets high. Open-handed slap. Taken by Sean Foster. The umpire falls down. High up and under kick towards half forward. Brain is there. Did well to control it. Brings it to ground, but Narnia comes the other way. Grabs the footy. Fends a little hand pass out. Misses the target. 2-on-1 though. Chelsea's the 1. The 2 for Devon. They hold it up. And a good tackle laid by King. With him is Joel Hillis.
Smile coming off the ground, limping there after that contest before with the other ruckman from Chelsea. But Smile's not looking too good coming off the ground.
Mason Bailey was the only Chelsea player there. Spazewski gets in. Joel Hillis might have been held when he didn't have possession. He's at the coalface. He's been excellent today. Big candidate for O'Brien's Real Estate. Best man on the ground. He has young King on his own. He marks in front of our commentary position. Takes the mark, James King. Just a slip of a lad.
Yep.
Kicks to Baumgartner. Baumgartner with the haircut.
Big difference.
Which we love. Have a look at him. He's built like the proverbial. Kicks inside 50. Bouncing ball. One at ground level. Good play on that occasion to get the hand pass out by Zivris. He got it now to his teammate Barton. Barton taking in a tackle. Spiral punch it to the outer side of the ground. Vraka's there. Bends down to pick it up. Nanya was better. Harder at it. Got it down to Boland. Boland kicks down the line and it pitches over the line between wing and half forward. Almost on the attacking 54. Devon Meadows at the southern end. Just a bit harder in the clinches then, Narnia.
Yeah, Chelsea just sort of backed off a bit then, the players there. And the Devon boys want the ball much more than at the moment than Chelsea.
8-5, 53 to 5-3, 33. Growth City gets Australia's scoreboard. 20-point lead.
Got to use the win a lot here, Devon.
They do. O'Toole attacks it hard. close to the boundary. Handball comes out. Running out of room, Barassi had a lot of Chelsea players around him. One of them is Todd Gardner.
Oh, good tackle.
And then also Caspers sees it over the boundary. And also Leach, the long-sleeved. So boundary throw-in. Close to the forward pocket for Devon. Spazewski gets it down. O'Toole, good work at ground level. Stripped to the footy in a tackle. Hurry kick. Good attack by Burney. Couldn't take the mark. Front head centre square though for Devon. Slips to the back to Narnia. Narnia throws it on the boot. Wobbly ball to half forward. Getting back to grab the footy. Hand pass was a little bit errant by Francis, playing in defence on this occasion. Also taking the footy. He didn't quite find the target on this occasion, Albanese. It was a very quick hand pass defensively and out of bounds the forward pocket again. Or back pocket where Albanese's team Chelsea are defending. And Francis, he's holding that arm like a sling, isn't he? As he goes back towards the half-back line here for Chelsea. Boundary throw-in from behind Spazewski. He rakes it down. Picked up by O'Toole. He's opposing ruckman. It just fell to him accidentally and he wobbles it on the boot, puts it through for a behind, increases the lead to 21 on the Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard. 8-6-54 to 5-3-33. So just one goal in this quarter so far with the Breeze, minimising the damage at the moment, Chelsea. Foster's kick is taken by the Breeze, out of bounds on the fall.
Free kick.
That was unlucky. Just it really was taken by that Breeze, wasn't it?
Just watching Francis there, Frankie. You just, Dan, he just cannot move that right arm.
No, the left foot kicks inside 50, no mark taken. Mitchell Hill off the pack, grabs the footy, clears it quickly towards the boundary for the goals and run over the line by White. With Francis with him, and he's just holding that arm. Mate, he needs to come off.
He's got to come. He's in a bit of pain, the young fella, but he's not too good.
In pain,
the old
Jackie
arm.
boy?
You're in pain.
You're in pain?
Yeah, he's
He
in
knows
pain.
he's in pain. He's had it wrapped up too. Boundary throw-in at half forward from behind Francis. Socket forward by Baumgartner. Valuable ground for Devon Meadows. Good contest at ground level by Stewart. Locks it up on attacking 50 for the home team, the Panthers. It'll be thrown up again. 54 plays 33. Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor on GameFace today. Tapped down by O'Toole. Dramana is annihilating the Sharks.
Oh, who would have thought that?
Annihilating the Sharks.
Yep.
87 to 23.
Yep.
Jeff Wignall forward scoreboard. It'll be 3 in a row for Dramana. And, well, of course, Tom Harvey had shown me that, being a Mad King Dramana fan. Tapped down again. And the umpire says there'll be another ball up. Sean Foster laying a tackle on his opponent in Lee Craig, who's been very solid again in defence, playing on Foster in this exchange. O'Toole taps it down. What an upset that's going to be. Talk about that on the footy show during the week. Defensive hand pass from Chelsea under immense pressure from the forward, pressure from Devon. Gardner got the hand pass out to Barton, to Sean Foster, then turned over by Murphy. Murphy kicks a magnificent goal. Makes something out of nothing. Flying shot from left half forward, probably goal of the day. He's in the side to kick goals. Kicked 4 last week in a big win over Rye. Hasn't had much of it today. Doesn't need much of it. Knows where they are and kicks a great goal after Chelsea were trying to clear their defensive 50 under immense pressure from the forward pressure from Devon Meadows. But they get a great goal. Neil Craig would be delighted with that, as they keep the ball inside their attacking 59. 6-60 to 5-3-33. That'll hurt the goals. The lead out to 27 points. Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And for any time fitness, I reckon that's the clubhouse leader in our goal of the day.
We've had a few good goals kicked today, Dan. It's just amazing. It all been down that end too.
Spazewski wins it down. Rowed by Barton. Barton now kicks it high. Underneath it, Brain. If it gets to him, drop the mark he should have taken. When the ball hits the ground, he works pretty hard. He holds it up. Locked up, though, by the defensive structure in place of White. Coming the other way for Devon Meadows, attacking side of the centre square. Sean Foster on Hillis. Let's hope we see a bit more of that. Joel Hillis comes out to Rory Hillis, though, squeezes it forward, getting front side of the pack and running onto the footy is Moss. Kicks it inside 50, spills to the back. Mitchell Hill's in the van. He might have to run it through for a behind. He had opponents all over him and all around him, and he does. It's a behind. 9-7, 61 to 5-3, 33. Margin out to 28 points. Gross Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Brad Clark turned it over the last time he kicked out. Now on the left, kicks it long, gets plenty of distance on the kick. Sean Foster from behind brings it to ground. Back inside 50
runners.
though. At the drop, good hand pass, Rory Hillis. Lowering the eyes is Johns who received the hand pass. And he picks out a teammate who marks. And he's been good today in Smale.
Yep. Come
Takes
back on
the mark
the ground.
at left half forward.
Edith Vale, here, quick one here, Dan. Edith Vale, 103. Sorrento, 57.
Wow.
It's halfway through the third quarter.
It'll be fourth loss in a row for Sorrento, both sides of the lockdown. On the left, this kick is going straight.
That's a goal.
What a kick that is by
Beautiful.
Smale. Gee, they've used the breeze well with their shots at goal. Magnificent shot by Smale. And it's going to be tough now for the Gulls. 10-7, 67 to 5-3, 33 on the Gross Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And those around the grounds, thanks to Jeff Wignall Ford with branches in Hastings, Frankston and Mornington.
We'll do a couple of quick while we do
Yes.
break there, Dan. Come on, you silly phones. Here we go. Just quickly there, Crib Point 20 to Seaford 75, which must be expect that one there. Devon Meadows, we got the score here. Rye 46, Somerville 33, so Rye in front. Mornington 58, Hastings 28, Langwarrin 61 to 16. Pearcedale still half time 28 to 27 there. And in Division 1, we can quickly get to them. We'll have Edith Vale.
That's unbelievable.
They're miles in front. Bombers 56 to 37 in front of ICW. Dramana.
That's an upset too.
Ups up two, killing them there. Rosebud in front of Pines, 50-22. Mount Eliza in front of Red Hill.
Socket out of the middle by Barton, but taken by Aaron Johns in front of our commentary position. Gets away from a Vraka tackle. Kicks it beautifully in the mark, taken by Thorpe, who's been a good lead up small forward. Kicked a couple. Kicks it long, inside 50. With the breeze. No mark taken. Pat collapses. No, not
mark.
quite. Good mark at the back.
Clark.
Taken by Clark. James Clark kicks close to the boundary and finds Davies at half back, but they just can't get it outside their defensive 50. 34-point lead, Gross Syndicates Australia scoreboard. 10-7, 67 to 5-3, 33. Playing on quickly is Davies. Got tagged late. Affects the kick, and Joel Hillis gets back. One of the marks of the day for Telstra Business Technology Centre. Kicks inside 50. Smale made a good contest, but it slips to Brad Clark. Taken on a tackle laid on him by King, whose forward pressure, like the rest of his teammates, have been immense. Turns it over again. Taken on a tackle. It's got to be a free kick to Barassi, I reckon.
Yep, caught one too high there, Dan.
He did.
The big round the neck there. So Barassi lining up. Oh, as the wind picks up.
Or is it Stewart? Stewart.
Yep, sorry.
Got one high.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's another one who's just provided the forward pressure. Hasn't had a lot of the footy, but tried to keep the ball in there. Playing a defensive role up forward. Just playing his role. 45 out. Kicks at goal and misses. Behind. 10-8, 68 to 5-3, 33. Gross Syndicates Australia scoreboard.
They're setting up well, Devon again. They've got the forward, the press going there. They've got it spread well.
Gross Syndicates Australia will help you retire in style.
There's not one player for Chelsea from the centre of the ground here going towards them, towards their goals there. It's all half a football, very cluttered.
Sean Foster plays on quickly. Nice kick to the outer side of the ground. Narnia makes a good contest, brings it to ground, keeps it inside, attacking 50. Going nowhere in a hurry. James Clark was the target. And at the drop was Barton, who's trying very hard, not getting enough support here. 69 to 33, even 6-goal spread into the second half of the third quarter on the Frankston Jeep time clock. Tap down again.
Just notice that Brainy there, the coach there, playing coach, he's got his runner out there saying instructions, and then he goes back to the bench to speaks to Willow about it, and nothing's moved at all. Must be hard being a playing coach with a damn Bobby, 5 or 6 goals.
You've got to try and concentrate on your own game as well.
Yeah.
Picked up by Devon, but intercepted on this occasion by Brad Clark on the outer side for Chelsea. Finds Ash Foster handballs at close quarters to Davies. Skirting the boundary on that outer side. Kicks inside 50. Curtis Bywater opposed to Boland. Ball hits the ground. Crowd saying that Bywater may have held his opponent. It doesn't matter anyway. It's dropping the ball. Should have been dropping the ball. Umpire lets it go. Picked up by Francis. He slung in a tackle and it slews across the goal face and out of bounds right in front of quite a packed gallery in front of the social club rooms of Flanagan Pavilion.
They weren't happy at all down
there. Well, Bywater laid a tackle when his opponent didn't have it. Yeah. And then he got tackled when he was certainly in possession, I thought, and didn't dispose of it legally. Yep. Tapped down by O'Toole. At the Rove, he's been solid moss. Gets the hand pass out. Puts his teammate wide under pressure. Taken on a big tackle close to the boundary. Cleared again down the line towards Kirkwood. 1-on-4 against, but he fights hard to make a contest, Kirkwood, for Devon. And Chelsea again be disappointed with that. They outnumbered Devon for one of the few times today, and they were not able to win it. It was neutralised. Up goes O'Toole. He wins it down for Devon, close to the boundary. 69 plays 33 in front of the Chelsea dugout, and they'd be concerned. Goalless this quarter. If they are to win from here, it'll be a scintillating final quarter with the breeze. But I just think you'll find that Devon will really lock down. They've been very good defensively again. Taken by Barton from the boundary throw-in. Kicks quickly towards half forward. Flying hard Burney. Couldn't take the mark. Sean Foster's there. Handball's inboard. Misses the target. Again, Devon just close it up and knock it over the line at half forward on the outer side. Chelsea attacking to the non-scoring end into the breeze at the Flanagan Pavilion end of the ground. And on the Grove Syndicates Australia scoreboard, they trail by 6 goals. Boundary throw-in again. Quick kick by Devon. Out of the contest towards the wing on the outer side. Should nearly be a free kick to Chelsea. Player was tackled and not in possession.
Yep.
And it'll be Albanese in front of the old scoreboard. A lot of people watching from there. Good vantage point.
Yep.
Gets the hand pass out quickly. Playing on quickly, Barton. Drives it long. Inside 50. Great mark, Foster. Candidate Telstra Business Technology Centre mark of the day. Kicks inside 50. Bywater tries to shove his opponent out of it. Then goes without it. Great contest with him and Boland at the moment. Boland goes back in. Doesn't lose his line. Doesn't lose his concentration. And again ties it up 30 metres out from goal. Clever by Bywater, but he couldn't quite hang on to the mark. Just not working for him or his team today. There's 6 goals down. Arriving hard O'Toole, taps it backwards towards Narnia. Shoved in the back, free kick. Solid defender Narnia. Done a lot of good work today in that last line. He'll head to the outer side of the ground. They've got runners out. Kicks in the direction, and he's been very good today, Drew. Under pressure. Got the hand pass out to Boland. Been hotly pressed by Sean Foster. Great hands by Murphy. Got it out to his teammate who then slipped over in the middle of the ground. And that was Aaron Johns and was taken front on in an Albanese tackle. In fact, it was Baumgartner then.
Yep.
And it'll be thrown up. Spazewski, the tap. O'Toole soccers it in front. Baumgartner goes in again. Clambers into bodies. Forced out the back once more. Picked up by Mace. Spent a lot of time on the bench, close to the boundary. Taken on a Todd Gardner tackle. Goes over the line. Mace's hand pass for Devon. As Baumgartner comes off for a rest. And it'll be thrown back into play. 69-33. Grove City gets Australia scoreboard. Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor today. Close to 3/4 time. Spazewski the tap. Gardner has to lay a tackle because Moss had won the tap down. Had it at ground level. Spazewski again gets high. Quick hand pass from Rory Hillis is run down as his brother Joel gets ready to come back into the game. Had a pretty good game so far in contention for the O'Brien's Real Estate BOG. O'Toole, Spazewski in the back. Which way? Free kick. Going to O'Toole.
O'Toole, yeah.
He's not that big, but he works hard. He's quite agile, isn't he, and mobile, Paul?
He's very wiry, but he can certainly play.
He drives it long, inside 50. Kirkwood goes up a little bit too early. Goes underneath the footy. Big contest at ground level. Be thrown up. At half forward, as they're into attack again, Devon. At the southern end. They've kept Chelsea goalless. To the city or pavilion end in this quarter. Punch down once more. Bounce. Coming through is Hillis. That's Rory Hillis. Joel Hillis is there as well. He tried to get through and just hack his foot at the footy. But there were two defenders around him and they see it through for a behind margin out to 37 points. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. 10-10-70 to 5-3-33. Brad Clark to inbound again. The outer side of the ground. Kicks close to the boundary. Good looking kick. Up goes Francis. He couldn't bring the mark down. Off hands. Taken by White of Devon. Spiral punch inside 50. Big pack there.
Oh.
No mark taken. Right by Joel Hillis. Just misses behind.
Shit.
That would have been the goal of the day for
He
Anytime
was
Fitness.
very elusive. We know how good he
how
is.
good is he?
He's already kicked two. He was going for his third and sit in the forward pocket, the forward flank there. You don't want him running around loose, I'll tell you right now.
10-11-71 to 5-3-33. It's
tear
getting
you
beyond
apart.
now. 38 points. They just can't clear the defensive 50 at the moment. Brad Clark will favour the broadcast side of the ground. Good play by Ash Foster to knock to the back to Sean Foster. Turns out of a tackle. Handballs now at close quarters to Shannon. Shannon drives it poorly towards half forward. Boland's
well
in the road.
done.
Too good for Bywater. Attacks it hard. Repels for Devon. Back towards attacking 50 for them. Bouncing ball taken by Brad Clark. Immediately held up in a tackle at centre half back for Chelsea.
The
And the
tackling
umpire says, I will ball it up.
The tackling here from Devon has just been so good all day, Dan. They've just been very aggressive, but it's been fair, been doing a great job.
Spazewski the tap at the rope. Todd Gardner worried out of it. Working hard, but Joel Hillis wins the footy. Handballs now to Moss. How did he win that? Just through sheer will. Barton had it. He pinched it from him like a thief in the night. And it just goes through for a behind as Moss received the hand pass on the outside. Went for the long bomb from 45. 10-12-72. They've had a few shots here. I think they've probably put the game beyond doubt, but could have absolutely put it beyond doubt. To 5-3-33 as we get a bit of late afternoon sunshine at Glover Reserve, Devon Meadows. And they lead by 39 points. Sean Foster back into play. Favours the broadcast side. Kirkwood from behind. Brought to ground by Spazewski. Just not holding his marks, the young fella. James Brain, the captain, had a pretty quiet day. I should say the playing coach holds it up though once more. And on the bottom of the pack is Smale, who I've been very impressed with as well. He'll do the ruck work on this occasion with Spazewski at half forward now for Devon. Tap down. Brain wins it. Gets a hurried boot to ball while being tackled. In the road, White. White feeds a little hand pass out to Rory Hillis, to Kirkwood. Throws it on the left. Bouncing ball inside 50. Clean bowls a number of players at the back. Taken by
He's made an
Peach.
attempt.
Or Leach, I should say. He's brought down on a tackle straight away. There was no attempt. But the umpire said there was no prior either. Thrown up 45 metres from goal. Spazewski, nice little tap on the outside. But they've got players after it again, Devon. But getting too close to the goal line was Barassi and was worked off the line of the ball, through for another behind. But they just cannot clear the defensive 50 at the moment, Chelsea. The Southern end. 4 behinds in a row now, 10-13-73. To 5-3-33. Brad Clark back into play. That kick will go over the boundary. Out of bounds
again.
on the full. The wind took that.
Yep, big time. Wind just put it right across
Second time that's happened in this quarter, Paul.
Yep, so obviously you don't want to go towards the broadcast side of the ground kicking it out because you've penalised it out of bounds in the full. Drew.
A couple of big upsets brewing in First Division. We'll update you again at three-quarter time for Jeff Wignall forward as Drew back inside 50. Chelsea take a nice defensive mark and Spazewski holding on to one.
Finally got one.
Yes.
The big fella.
40 from the goal. He's defending at the Southern end. Kicks it low and flat for the goals. Brain is there. Read it well but couldn't take the mark. At ground level, Moss. His hand pass misses the target for Devon.
That's holding the ball, umpire. It's holding the ball.
Swung around in a tackle for a long time, Ash Foster. But the umpire says no. The young fellow from Chelsea. No relation to Sean. Attacking side of the wing. Tap again. There's the siren for three-quarter time. They're like the boy with the barrow, Paul Wilson. They've got the job in front of them. The Seagulls that they are to win. They were kept goalless in that quarter while their opponents kicked inaccurately. They blazed away late in the term. 4 behinds late, but still kicked 3 goals, 7 and lead after being 15 up at half-time on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. They're 10-13-73 to 5-3-33. Just 1 behind in that third quarter to Chelsea. And they've shared the goals around. Kiss has kicked a couple to Riley Thorpe, who's been excellent today. Murphy kicked his first of the day. Ty Kirkwood and also Aaron Johns, along with Joel Hillis, who's been one of the best players on the ground. Kicked a couple, actually, while Curtis Bywater has kicked 2 for Chelsea, but none, of course, in that quarter. So Chelsea, at this stage, will be 6 points behind Devon in the race for a spot inside the top 5, and Devon doing everything right. 10-13-73, the defence outstanding. 5-3-33 on the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And Growth Syndicates Australia will help you retire in style, significantly enhance superannuation for an ideal retirement lifestyle. We're looking for a goal of the day for Anytime Fitness, and Anytime Fitness preparing you in the pre-season, maintaining you in season, and helping keep you fit and motivated in the off-season. Let's have a look at the Jeff Wignall forward around the grounds, Paul. And as we said, especially in First Division, some big upsets on the cards.
Something playing with our app before, Dan, so those scores we got before probably a bit wrong, but it's all back on tack now. So Edithvale, 9-7-61, Sorrento, 10-10-70. So
Sorrento are in front.
No, Edias are in front. Sorrento are in front, 10-10-70, beg your pardon, Frankston Bombers and YCW there. Bombers, 10-8-68 to Frankston YCW, 6-8-44. Start the fourth quarter there. Dramana, three-quarter time, 5-4-34, Bomb Beach, 5-5-35. That's all been fixed up before we... now at Rosebud, 9-8-62, Pines, 3-4-22. Mount Eliza, 9-8-62 to Red Hill, 6-8-44.
We apologise to our audience for those, obviously, technical glitches in regard to the scores.
Sorry about that. Now, Division 2, a big game here. Grip Point, 2-10-22 to Seaford, 16-5-101. Devon Meadows, we've got the scores here, 10-13.
Well, they wanted that kicking last week, Seaford, Paul, didn't they? They kicked 7-21.
Yeah.
And Mornington 15-9 after Mornington kicked 24-5 the previous week.
You got the scores here, 10-13, 73 to 5-3-33. Devon in front quite comfortably. Rye, upset here, 8-6-54, leading Somerville 5-11-41. Mornington, 10-15-75 to Hastings, 3-10-28. And Langwarren, 9-7-61 to Coringal, 2-4-16. And Pearcedale, still the same scores. It's 4-4-28 to Tyre, 4-3-27 at this stage.
If Rye get over Somerville, they'll go to 24 points with Somerville.
Yep.
And Devon will be ahead of Somerville, so they'll be in fourth with their 7th win of the year, and they'll also go ahead of Chelsea.
So it's
you remember Rye won their first 4 games, and it was always going to stand them in good stead if they could try and win some games in the back end of the year. They had that bad patch before, of course, COVID, and didn't start too well after COVID either. But 2 wins over Somerville this year, who've already beaten Langwarren as well, indicates that their form is not too bad in patches, Rye.
So it's,
it's a tight competition as to
who
finish
it is
4th and 5th in second division, which is wonderful. I think Devon are doing enough to certainly end their 18-year finals drought. They lead by 40 points on the Growth Syndicates Australia.
I think it's more than that. I was speaking to Barry Parsons at half time. I think it's only over 20 years.
Is it?
Yeah, over 20 years. And he told me that you can announce that this is Neil Craig's last year as a coach.
I've spoken to Neil about that.
So, and Barry said you can announce that over GameFace. So they'll be looking for a new coach next year.
Some good ones out there too.
And he was saying that the club's going very well, and if we get in our finals, people will see that, Devon years ago sort of had a bad reputation, but now the club's going well with the committee they got down here, the sponsors are all on board, and they're happy, very, very happy at the moment what Devon Meadows are doing it. If they can get in the finals, that'll be better for them too, and get people coming down.
Because we were talking about it on the footy show on Wednesday night, thanks to O'Brien's Real Estate, myself, Cappy, and Holtz, and also Nick Mason of the Second Division Footy Show from Somerville, about how good it would be for them to make the finals. I mean, Holtz said, and he always pricks the balloon when I'm trying to talk something up.
He's good at that.
He's very good at that. And he said, they're not a chance of winning the flag. I said, I know, but when you've been out of the finals for so long, you just want to make it.
Over 20 years.
You just want to make it. And when you make it, as Cappy said, you never know. He went back to 2013 at Edithvale, Aspendale.
4th or 5th, they can get in the finals. And they win the flag.
YCW were going for, 4 in a row. If they had won that, they would have won 8 in a row.
Yep.
8 flags in a row, which is unbelievable. And they were 3 games clear on top and lost both finals, including to Edie in double overtime or something.
That's right.
And Edie had just got into the finals.
Just
so if you get in,
yeah.
you never know what you might be able to do.
Because finals footy is always different,
Yep.
as you know, Dan. You play home and away, you got injuries. But then finals football, everyone lifts up a bit higher, and
They're
the
so good
clubs are pumped.
defensively too. I mean, they've again only conceded 5 goals against the team.
Well, this will test them now,
Yes.
this last quarter now, Dan. If the scoring then has been down there, as you know. Like, there's only been... Well, there's been 6 the first quarter down there. Devon kicked 3 goals that quarter there. So
They kicked 3-8 in that quarter, Devon. They missed some shots towards the end of the quarter. But having said that, they just own the ball inside attacking 50. They just need to see how they hold up defensively. I think you'll find that McConnell at this stage is a loose man in defence, number 54 for Devon.
He's going down now, but one of the boys are running down now.
Yeah.
To pick him up. So
yes.
I thought they might have played a loose man defence, but now he's been picked up. So everyone's one-on-one everywhere.
Yes.
Checking everything out. Yep.
King on the wing here. And playing on, a player's been very quiet today. Unfortunately, McGuinness
he's been quiet.
Chelsea.
The on-ballers have been good for...
they have been.
Yeah, for Devon,
Baumgartner.
Hillis's, Johns, all those guys.
Yeah.
They've just been very, very good all day.
So, Chelsea in some trouble. 40 points down. Last quarter underway. Baumgartner couldn't get it. Sean Foster now receives from Spazewski. And the big ball inside 50. What an excellent mark. Last line of defence.
Oh, no, don't cross.
Taken by Devon Meadows. And it'll be cleared out of defence by D'Agostino.
Free kick.
Gee, didn't he read that nicely? A free kick to Chelsea off the plate.
Yep, against none.
Spazewski had taken the mark, but Sean Foster will get the free kick. Gee, what an excellent mark that was by D'Agostino. He just read it beautifully. Big kick by Foster. He'll kick it long again into a hot spot. Good play, Boland. Knocks away. Ball's at ground level. Spills out now to Baumgartner. Takes them on. Tough. Turns them inside out. Gets the hand pass out. Puts his teammate O'Toole under pressure. Should have been, I reckon, pinned for holding the ball then. Good tackle laid by James Clark. He'll get a free kick for holding the ball too. On Thorpe, he kicks in towards half forward. No mark taken, missed by Ash Foster. Close to the boundary, Joel Hillis mops up, delivers in short, lower the eyes, finds Narnia, back to Joel Hillis. Had a bobble, recovered nicely, kicks nicely to his brother Rory. Takes the mark on the wing on the outer side. Rory Hillis goes wide again, and he picks out.
Oh, man, tough man.
Yeah, he's been tough all day, Drew. Drew hard on the boundary, in short once more. He finds Narnia. Narnia kicks towards Kirkwood. Tacks the footy hard. Goes in after again, but overruns it. Mopped up by Barton. Got it out now at the back to Zibris. Zibris kicks it wide now to Shannon. Shannon marks just behind the wing for Chelsea. They've got to switch. Sean Foster's on his own. Generally uses the footy well. They've got to go. They're 40 points down. Sean Foster delivers over the top. Great fist from the side by White. He didn't hit the target. Barton was the intended target. White wins it at ground level for Devon. Good kick. And Barras gets out in front. Sticky fingers opposed to Brad Clark. Just their forward moves not working for Chelsea today. 40-point lead, early stages last quarter. Grey Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Lobbing ball. Joel Hillis up. Can't take the mark. Missed by Sean Foster. And Stewart manages to hand it over the boundary for Devon. So back into play. Between wing and half forward. Near our van here. Broadcast side of the ground. 73 plays 33.
Gardner and Hills
Rory Hillis just having a little bit of a battle.
All day.
Tapped down by Ash Foster towards Baumgartner. Todd Gardner's got him front on, and that's got to be a throw up once more. No prior opportunity. Built like the proverbial Baumgartner, isn't he?
Tough as.
O'Toole taps it down to Joel Hillis. Able to get himself free despite being tackled. Kicks into bodies. Ricochet straight to Spazewski. No score for either team early stages last quarter. Chelsea just have to go here. Would be miraculous comeback. Spazewski does well, taps it down. Got into the back of his opponent then in Rory Hillis. It was a late call, but he virtually sat on him like laying an egg, and Rory Hillis will take the free kick in front of our commentary position just behind the wing. 73-33. Little chunky legs. Yeah, drives them long. Inside 50. Narnia is there. Makes the contest. Brings it to ground. Slips to Barton. Taken in a tackle. Hand pass comes out. Didn't quite find the target either for Chelsea.
Great
It's
play.
just players clamoring everywhere. Quick kick by Kiss, keeps it alive. Knocked down by Joel Hillis. Got it to Narnia. Got it to Kirkwood. Kirkwood on the left. Swinging ball to full forward. There is Murphy. Couldn't take the mark. Right in front of the social club room. Socket off the ground. Socket through for a goal. They kept it alive, Devon. They've kicked a goal against the wind. And I reckon put the game beyond doubt. It's Isaac Barassi.
Yep. Chelsea player down there too. Earlier, Dan, I think, caught one midriff. He hasn't moved.
Well, they just kept it alive, didn't they? And in the end, they managed to soccer it through.
I think it's McGuinness.
Yes. Looks like it.
It's down there. Yep.
It is Jai McGuinness.
Can't get up. He's copped one somewhere.
First goal to Barassi today, 10th for the season. This is what they're good at, just sharing the goals around.
He's coming straight off the ground there. He's nowhere. If he comes off, he can't come back on. So he's come straight off the ground. He's in a lot of pain there. Oh, I think it might be his shoulder.
8 goal kickers.
Spread
11, 13, 79 to 5, 3, 33.
So Hill's kicked 2, Kiss has kicked 2, and Thorpe's kicked 2. But they've spread it around there, Devon. Smaller players too.
Throwing up again. 46-point lead. Bit of a percentage booster too, maybe. Baumgartner, a couple of sockers off the ground. Like the game of Young King. Picks it up, drives inside 50 again. Hillis couldn't take the mark. Ball spills to the back. Mopped up on this occasion by Zybrus. Kicks Chelsea to half-back on the outer side. Oh, Narnia bumps into Todd Gardner. But they still win it, Chelsea at the back. High quick down the line again by Albanese. But only as far as Craig, who has been like a rock at Gibraltar today and all season for Devon. In short now to Murphy. Good last week with 4. Kick 1 so far today. Goes laterally towards the boundary on the outer side. And Smale with the mark inside the boundary. 79 to 33 on the left. Rakes it long. Down the line once more. Sean Foster went the punch. Narnia punches it on again. Probably should have picked it up. Waiting down. They have numbers through Clark. James Clark of Chelsea, almost a mark to Shannon on the second grab in the middle of the ground. Once again outnumbered by Devon. Chelsea at the moment. They soccer it free, but only as far as McConnell has been solid, and he delivers wide again. And Devon can slow it down, having kicked the only goal of the last quarter so far. 79 to 33. Barassi down that outer wing again. Getting a tap on it is Mitchell Hill, the big defender. Then he's held up, and another good tackle placed on him by the Devon small forwards. Their forward pressure has been sensational today. One of the features in their performance, which is going to result in a victory. 79 to 33. Thrown up once again. Spazewski the tap. A lot of players milling around the contest. Narnia gets a hurry boot to ball. Bouncing ball still to be won in the middle of the ground.
Another good tackle.
Once again, they get a hurry kick, but it's always under pressure for Chelsea from Bailey. Ball's out on the wing. Taken by Barton. His kick was nearly smothered. Picked up at the back by Boland. Been solid on the left. Goes inboard now. And it's marked by McConnell once more. No, Lee Craig, it is the right. McConnell's the left. In short to Rory Hillis. He can slow it down. Stewart's giving him a short lead.
Looking for the short one.
Been a bit of the decoy man today, Josh Stewart. Kicks the half forward. Josh Hillis makes the contest. Murphy does it ground level, paddles it out. Josh Hillis waiting outside. A good man to get it now. Hard on the boundary. Delivers in short to half forward. Running out of room, Baumgartner, but handballs to his own advantage. Going in after it now, Davies, and they see it over the line, 20 metres around from goal.
If he had picked it up then, we're going to get a goal there. That would definitely be goal of the year, not goal of the day. I tell you right now.
For any time fitness.
Play. The sun's out, Dan.
Grace Cindy gets Australia's scoreboard. It's still cold though, Paul. Doesn't matter how much sun is out, mate. It is cold. 79 to 33. Boundary throw in deep into the attacking zone. Tapped down by Spazewski. Todd Gardner's there again. Knocked out. Cleared by Spazewski. High kick off the side of the boot. Out of bounds on the foot. It'll come back.
It's gone to Turridan. That's how far it went.
Yes. And having to go and get the footy himself. There's another one of these reliable young defenders. McConnell, Craig, Boland, D'Agostino, all doing the job for as medium-sized, tall defenders for Devon. In defence, keeping a pretty potent forward line to 5 goals in nearly 3.5 quarters of footy. So Rory Hillis will take it. At half forward underneath one of the light towers. He'll kick in short. Kirkwood gets up. way too early. A lot of Chelsea players are there, but once again, they're unable to get hold of it. There's just a lack of cohesion and connection in wanting to get that footy. And in the end, Devon keep it well inside, attacking 50 by shoving it over the boundary.
There was 5 players there, and Ty Cook went for the mark, and 5 Chelsea boys just went, oh, I don't know if I want it, you know. Someone's limping there.
Yeah, Davies, I think.
Davies, yeah.
Boundary throw in. It's not a great boundary throw. It's won by Murphy at the bounce. Handball's on the outside. The Baumgartner has a fumble, but he does well to shove off Clark. Off the edge of the boot, goes across the face. That would have been goal today, no doubt. Right across the goal face in front of some very happy Devon supporters. Will have a wow of a time tonight.
Sponsors Day today.
Yes.
All out there.
In the Flanagan Pavilion. 79-33. 1 goal in the last quarter. Kicked by Devon, the lead 46 points. Chelsea goalless since half-time. Spazewski taps to the front of the Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Rode by Baumgartner, under pressure, gets the kick partially smothered. Was looking for King as he hooked it around the body. Then barging his way through is Smale. Taken in a tackle. 25 metres out from goal, right in front of the pavilion.
Scrap.
Number of players milling around. Good contest, well held up again by Devon inside their attacking 50 at the city or pavilion end of the ground. 79-33. Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor today. Great to have them on board. Tapped down again by Smale, but it'll be cleared out of defence. Only momentarily by Francis. Picked up by White again. On the left, hooks a kick back into the hot spot for Devon. Knocked down in front by Kiss. The defence of Chelsea under immense pressure. They try and clear it, but it's turned over once more. Picked up a shot at goal, close to the goal line by Devon, but the defence of Chelsea managed to hold on. I think Gardner may have been taken high, but he goes to ground as he hung onto the footy under pressure from Kirkwood.
It's been there the last 5-6 minutes, Dan, and
it has.
It's been
you
tough,
think that damn
footy.
ball's about to break, Paul?
Yeah, it's
one behind since half-time for Chelsea. 79-33. Tapped down by Spazewski, and a clearing kick, though, only goes as far. They've got the wall set up, Devon, and it'll go back inside 50, and the mark is taken by Aaron Johns.
They just set the
right
ball
half
up.
Forward.
Set the ball up, they have.
Yeah.
And they've even setting up
They'll
now.
get numbers back and just try and make a contest.
Look at this. Look at this. Every player is from the centre half forward down. Every player. Into the win.
Right half forward. He'll kick into it. It goes right across the face to the outer forward pocket. And a mark taken in defence by Spazewski. Has to kick down the line and does. High ball intercepted though by King. Taken on a tackle. It should have been holding the ball. Joel Hillis picks it up. He's taken on a tackle as well.
He got it high.
Oh, too high against James Clark, who's not happy. Joel Hillis low and flat. Great kick. Lee Craig has pushed forward and taken the mark. The reliable defender. What a year he's had for Devon.
The Chelsea boys are often running that way, but they thought it was holding the ball, and the umpire called the other way, so that's why Craig was...
The son of Neil.
Craig was available.
Would love to get his team into the finals this year, as we said earlier. And they're going a step closer tonight. Rye, a chance of beating Summy. Will go around the grounds for Jeff Wignall forward shortly. That kick has been taken by the Breeze. A high ball close to the pocket. Spazewski up. Couldn't take the mark. Whacked down again. Close to the boundary. Chance for Gardner. Davies extricates himself out of a high tackle, I thought, for Chelsea. Ricochets towards the wing on the outer side. Vraka got the hand pass out to Shannon. Back to Vraka. Shannon can't take it again. Just stripped of it by the hardened-up Lachlan Moss, and he steps over the boundary with it for Devon as they keep winning those one-on-one contests.
Just tackling today has been unbelievable. I can't say anymore, but
be off the charts.
It's
we'll
unbelievable.
No doubt check it thanks to Premier Data for the footy show on Wednesday, Paul. But
you'll be thousands.
They've been brilliant.
Yep.
The pressure meter would be superb. Tapped down by a tool for Devon. I dare say they haven't won the tap-outs. I reckon that Ash Foster and in particular Spazewski being taller have won the tap-outs, but they've won more clearances, Devon. Free kick. Johns to half forward. No mark taken. Loose ball now. In fact, it's Johns here. Rory Hillis kicked it to half forward. They do look alike. Scrapping at ground level is James Clark, pushed off the line of the ball. Won again by White and McConnell originally. Now Nanya. Nanya feeds over the top. Good hand pass. Looking for his teammate to find a handle. D'Agostino can't. Then there's McConnell there again. Todd Gardner.
Tackle again.
Got a hand pass inside. Good contest by both teams right in front of our commentary position. Reckon James Clark was taken high.
He was.
He tries to hold it up. As one of the players I thought was also taken high, Mason Bailey of Chelsea. But the umpire says no.
He was
Right in
blindsided
front of our
earlier.
commentary position. Just one goal this quarter, 79-33. Grey City gets Australia's scoreboard. And Dave Barton sockets it forward for Chelsea. A rare move into their forward line, but only as far as McConnell. Loved his game. Feeds a hand pass over the top to White. White gets the hand pass off now to Rory Hillis. Rory Hillis kicks to half forward. Almost a fingertip of Barassi. Has to get rid of it quickly. Held up in a tackle placed on him by Ash Foster. And he's going nowhere in a hurry. Also there, Brad Clark the other side for the goals. O'Toole. Foster. Knocked down again by Rory Hillis to Joel Hillis. Joel Hillis inside 50. Murphy up. Brings it to ground. Makes a good contest. Feeds a hand pass out to O'Toole. O'Toole off the edge of the boot. Trying to allow for the wind. Into the pocket once more. And he goes out of bounds. Once again, the pressure terrific by Devon to keep it inside the attacking 50. Making a good contest, Leach of Chelsea. And Barassi of Devon, boundary throw-in.
Only one goal kick this quarter,
Yes.
Dan, so it'll be a short
On the
quarter.
Grey City gets Australia scoreboard. Here's O'Toole. He'll kick the goal. It was a very shallow boundary throw-in. Chelsea aren't happy. He read it best, and he drives it home to put the icing on the cake.
That's it.
Or to put another barrel on the bar, whatever you like. Thank you very much, Barry Parsons. 12-13-85 to 5-3-33. Margin out to 52 points. And that's the 9th goal kicker today for Devon, indicating how even they are. And really, I think the boundary throw-in, it should have been brought back. 10 goal kickers. Yep. Thank you, Paul. You can count better than I can. Nearly half the team, and they're 12-13-85. Absolutely destroyed Chelsea, 5-3-33. The big issue with Chelsea is there is a huge discrepancy, Paul, between their best and worst.
Yeah, you're right, Dan, because their best is probably up there with
they've beaten Somerville and Seaford this year, but they've also lost to Pearsdale. Ball's in the middle of the ground. It's at half forward now. Davies tries to get it out. Once again under the pump. Quick hand pass Shannon. Got it on the outside. Now they drive it inside 50 through Davies once more. High kick towards the back of the pack. Might be a chance for a shot at goal here.
I think it was.
And I think it will be. Francis was there, loitering at the back. He's had a quiet day because of an injury, but he managed to read it and kick a goal. A rare goal, their first goal since half-time. 6-3-39, 12-13-85. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard. And our major sponsor today, of course, is Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome.
Been there many times, Rosebud Country Club,
Have
playing
you?
golf down there. It's a beautiful spot, great complex.
Is
great
it one
golf.
of your Monday venues?
It's one of our
Monday
venues.
change every week, don't you?
We're at Sereno on Monday.
Was that good?
Well, this coming up to Sereno. Sereno's a beautiful golf course, one of the best hidden gems
my
down there.
uncles were captains and members of Sereno, the Whelands, for many years.
Yep.
Thrown up in the middle of the ground. Missed by Joel Hillis. Todd Gardner tries to lay a tackle, but Joel Hillis gets a hand pass from brother Rory. Kicks inside 50. Good play by Kiss to try and control it. Charging through, though, Mitchell Hill does well to get a hand pass out and then receive it again in the 0-1-2. Farms it out to Gardner. Back to Mitchell Hill. Third involvement in this movement. Kicks inside 50, but badly. And cut off at half-back again. He's been pretty good today, McConnell. He kicks quickly towards Thorpe. Had the ball knocked away late. Takes the mark just behind the wing. Helps set them up early with a couple of goals. Young Riley Thorpe for Devon. His team up by 46 points and will be probably in 4th position. We'll keep an eye on the Somerville Rye game into the last quarter there for Jeff Wignall forward. What a great one-hander that was. That is our mark of the day, I reckon, for Telstra Business Technology Centre. Made that look easy. The talented youngster Kirkwood kicks it low and flat to half forward. Almost kept alive, but not quite on this occasion. Goes over the boundary. Baumgartner, and it'll be thrown back into play. He's played well too.
Be hard to get the votes today.
Yeah, for O'Brien's real estate. Held up once more is Stewart, who's played that pressure role. Sacrificed his role in getting the footy to just provide pressure. He goes in again. They hurried the kick towards half forward, but a turnover. And the mark to Albanese is battle hard for Chelsea today. Been one of their better players at half back. Kicks it down the outer side of the ground. High ball! There's the mark! Great mark to Francis. That's what he's good at. That's our mark of the day for Telstra Business Technology Centre. Flying high, Francis. Kicks high inside 50. Getting out the back is Bywater. He's had a good battle today with Boland and D'Agostino, but well played by Drew. Drew does well to repel. He's done it all day. Turnover by Francis again. Quick hand pass, Sean Foster. Got it out now to Barton. Barton off the edge of the boot. Barton blazes a goal. Kicks 2 in a row for Chelsea, but all too late. 11-13-79 to 7-3-45. Good goal by Dave Barton. When their good players get it, they do look good. But outside Foster and maybe Barton and Gardner, not enough of them have got it today.
Yeah. It's just been like, there was a great mark there by Francis there with his sore shoulder. He's been carrying all day since the second quarter and got it down there quickly. And Drew come out well, but pulled the ball bounce the wrong way. Then Barton, very elusive. He's always been that sort of player and snapped it through and gets their second goal this quarter, but they're still trailing by 38 points, isn't it? 30?
12-13-85 to 7-3-45.
40 points, is that right?
Yep, that's right, on the Great Syndicates Australia scoreboard. Can you write? Because I can't. My hands are that cold. Cold hands, warm heart, as my lovely lady friend Leanne would say.
What's going on here? Another free kick.
Free kick to Spazewski. He's tried hard too to Foster. Foster low and flat.
You've got to go long, boys.
Gardner.
Just kick it long like that.
He will kick it long. Inside 50. Bywater pushes his opponent out of it. Nearly took the mark. Boland does well to go back in and virtually throw that under his legs. Picked up again by Boland, who hurried up and he recovered nicely. Kicks close to the boundary. Fist away on this occasion by Vraka of Chelsea. And he's opposed to Aaron Johns, and it'll be thrown up just inside the boundary at half forward for Chelsea at the southern end. Been outplayed, just 2 goals since half time. The tap down, 40-point lead at the moment. Number of players around the contest, 12-13-85 to 7-3-45. Gross Syndicates Australia scoreboard, 2 goals apiece in this final quarter. Near the end of this match, big win coming up for Devon Meadows to cement their spot inside the top 5. Good play, Lachlan Moss. Socked by Craig. Loose ball in the middle of the ground.
Another good tackle.
It hard. Here's Leach, lost control of Joel Hill has just won it from him. Good forwarding hand pass to Stewart on his own. On the left, guys, at the 1 out.
Yep.
1 out and a great mark to Murphy. Takes the mark, plays on quickly, running forward again is Barassi. He'll run into the open goal. Puts your glasses down and adds to a very, very nice scoreline. Great play by Murphy. He's a strong customer. Kicked 4 last week in his first game for the club and has been pretty good with his goal assists. He saw Barassi running free. He's kicked 2 today, Isaac Barassi, 11 for the season. And a good performance again. 13-13-91 to 7-3-45. They just
got that run going, the overlap over the top there. Once they're over the back there, Devon were off for the races, mate. And you saw there the play there that young Barassi was just running. And Murphy, 1 out, strong.
He might be the replacement for Lockie Batten, who I chatted to at half-time. He's done his PCL, just in an innocuous incident.
Yeah.
He's gone for the season, so he might be that forward that can kick goals and provide goal assists and be the robust player inside attacking 50 that Devon needs. Out of the middle again, and it's taken by Moss. He's had a very good game. Rolling ball. Here's Joel Hillis again. For the first time he fumbles, but he goes back in and gets it. Then he's taken in a tackle. And
again,
been holding the ball. Goes back again. On this occasion, though, Joel Hillis goes in a little bit too hard, and Horsey rides his opponent and brings him to ground.
Oh, pigback. Well, they call it hogback, pigback. Oh. The Barton man got one down high there.
Barton did get one. He's tried hard, Barton.
Yeah.
He spreads it wide. 1-on-1 contest at the drop. Taken by Shannon around the boundary. James Brain's been quiet, receives it at half forward. Kicks long inside 50. Francis gets back and takes the mark.
But look at he's holding his shoulder. He still can't move that.
Mark, though. He read it well, didn't he?
He just pushed the little opponent out the back there.
Slightly right of centre half forward. for his second goal.
He's battled a little hard all day. He's been virtually on one arm, as we know, and he's done well for the forward line form. The ball has gone down towards them, but for Chelsea, but it's just
10 scoring shots to 26.
Well,
I mean, there'd be double forward inside 50s for Premier Data, which we'll check in our footage shows on Wednesday. It's just been a magnificent performance by Devon today. Low and flat by Francis. He's kicked a couple now, 29 for the season. But both Francis and Bywater have been well held, as you said, Paul. Injuries haven't helped Francis. Gross Syndicates Australia scoreboard, and it's 13-13-91. In fact, 13-12-90 it is, to 8-3-51. Margin 39 points. It's a good win for Devon. Will help their percentage.
It's
Two goals to Francis.
Still very quiet out there, the Chelsea boys. I think they're going to lose this game there, but even after that goal there wasn't much enthusiasm getting around young Francis. But I suppose when you're getting done by 40 points, Dan, and late in the last quarter, what can you say to the boys, you know?
Well, their percentage was 95.21. It'll be close to 100 tonight, Devon, after this win. Ball is in the middle of the ground. It's to be won again. Todd Gardner does well to just get it around a couple of tackles. Kicks inside 50. Tapped on again cleverly by Davies. Down to Bernie. Bernie a bouncing ball to Bywater. Opposed to D'Agostino.
Oh, he's got the
one
free
high
kick.
and he's milked it a bit. Did well.
Kidding.
That's been a really good battle. Boland and D'Agostino have changed on Francis and Bywater, and I reckon
I thought
they've
Boland's
done pretty
been
well in the two forwards.
Boland's been good all day, but
he's tried hard.
Yeah, and he's been really good on Curtis, but
the delivery has not been great.
Oh no,
for
it
Curtis.
hasn't. Nah.
For his third goal, and a bit of a consolation goal late in the game for Chelsea.
Yeah, doesn't miss many of them.
No, he does not.
That's his
He's
third.
kicked 3, so it's 19 in the past 4 weeks. And it gives him 35 for the season. Jackson Calder leading comfortably on 53.
I like Hulk's version. He's going to finish on 99 when he's on the footy show during the week. He's going to kick 17, 18, going to kick 14 or 18. Or
I wonder whether he might even miss the Tired game because he's played so much footy.
I don't know how many he kicked
just
today.
For a week off.
He would have kicked a few today, I suppose, against Hastings. So
they're going well, Mornington, aren't they? Doing everything right.
And I think Perry Lewis-Smith played today for him too, and someone else played for him too, their first gamer from East Fremantle or something come in. They find these
well.
players.
I mean, Goose has done well. He's just continued to recruit. I mean, all clubs have continued to recruit.
If you keep winning, success brings better players to you too.
It does.
You know, it's the old saying.
So 3 goals to Bywater. Closing stages of this game. The Stingers out of it. 9-3-57 to 13-12-90. It's been 4 goals to 3 in the last quarter. I thought it was 13-13, but anyway, we'll go with the scoreboard. It's not going to affect the result. Like last week between Karingal and Chelsea. 33 points in the middle of the ground. Rory Hillis wins it at the drop, gets a hand pass out. Spinning in with Shannon, and then he does well to lay a smother. Ricochets to Davies. Gets it on the outside to Vraka. Back inside 50. Francis waits at the back. Socket forward again for a behind. 32 points now. 9-4-58 to 13-12-90. Growth Syndicates Australia scoreboard, which will help you retire in style, significantly enhance superannuation for an ideal retirement lifestyle. O'Brien Real Estate will be our BOG. $1,000 to Home Club if a property lists, sells and settles. So back into play goes Devon. Up goes Craig. Can't take the mark. Baumgartner waits, but in the road Davies. Nice little flick down. The umpire says there'll be a free kick. Gardner will take it. Opposed to Thorpe. Little 9-iron pass is a good one. Finds a target. Market centre half forward.
They've found a bit of form in the last 5 minutes, Chelsea.
Yes,
but I think
that, and Devon will be a little bit disappointed because it might affect their percentage in regard to finals. Their last month is hard. They got Seaford twice.
Yeah,
bit of a quirk of the draw because, of course, they didn't get them early in the season, and they're bringing those 2 matches, those 2 rounds that weren't played in COVID late in the season. This is a shot at goal for James Clark, the defender, and has he kicked it?
Yep.
He has. So 10-3-63 to 13-12-90. They've kicked accurately, and they've kicked the last
4 goals.
4 goals of the game to cut the margin to 27 points. But still a good win coming up for Devon. who missed some shots late in that third quarter. The margin should be greater, 25-13.
Well, they were 40. They were 40 points up about 5-10 minutes ago, Dan, and they were cruising.
In fact,
all of a
it was
sudden,
more than that, almost
41
8 goals.
Yes.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they just sort of stopped a bit, but they've done all the hard work.
Gardner Rose again. Not enough time, is there? Kicks inside 50. Oh! Takes the mark. That's a big candidate for our mark of the day.
Where's this been all day? Eh? Where's this been all day, Dan? Where has it been?
Good question.
Out of the centre, long
for the
goal,
Telstra
long
Business
kick.
Technology Centre of Melbourne South.
Lining up for his fourth.
And the team at Telstra helping businesses turn technology into opportunity for his fourth.
He likes it.
He kicks it, 21 points, 11-3, 69 to 13-12, 90. Or was it 11-4-70? No, it's 11-4-70.
Yep.
According to the scoreboard. Margin 20 points. So Devon will be a bit disappointed that they've just allowed these late goals by Chelsea, but they're consolation goals.
6 goals won this quarter.
Yeah.
Which is...
It's flattered them.
Yeah, but it's just, where's it been, Dan? Where's it been? For 3 quarters, they couldn't do this.
Well, they were goalless in the third.
Yeah, they've kicked 5 goals up to 3-quarter time. They've kicked 6 in 1 quarter. So far. There's enough time to get another one.
Thrown up in the middle, O'Toole, Spazewski, Barton. Again, they're winning all the clearances now. A bit late, though, inside 50. Good mark, though. He's been good, Drew. One of the best on the ground for O'Brien's Real Estate. Kicks it out to Joel Hillis. Big fist from behind by Caspers and taken over the boundary. Player goes down after taking it over the boundary. Was the late inclusion Mason Bailey. And boundary thrown again at between wing and half forward for the Rosebud Country Club, our major sponsor today.
Gardner and Hillis still going at it?
They are.
All day.
Spazewski's been a long last quarter. I suppose there's been a lot of goals kicked, tapped down. And Baumgartner was there. He and Spazewski hold on to it together. Thrown up once more. 70 to 90. Spazewski's big punch. There's the siren. Devon win. I wouldn't say they got a scare in the end, but they allowed some late goals by Chelsea to make Chelsea score more respectable. But it was set up by a big first quarter, 6 goals to 1. Very good third quarter as well, and they probably did pretty well into the breeze, restricting their opponents, the Seagulls, to only 4 goals with the breeze in the second quarter. They didn't score a goal in the third quarter. Chelsea finished well, but overall, good performance by Devon, but slightly disappointing, Paul. They allowed late goals because their percentage needed a big percentage booster. As I said earlier, under 100. It was 95 going into the game. They could have got it over 100 when at one stage in the last quarter, the lead was nearly 8 goals.
Yeah, well, it was a good solid win by Devon there. As we said, the last 5 minutes there, Chelsea just came home strong, kicking, 6 goals? 6 goals won that last quarter. So it was just amazing how they could do that sort of stuff there. But there was, Devon Meadows, goal kickers, they shared it around, 10 different goal kickers there.
That's been their strength, hasn't it?
It's their strength because they sort of haven't got a key major forward up there. But
I think Murphy will be the one. He's got that big body on him. And
but you've got your Hillises, your Kisses, your Barassis and these sort of Johns and these sort of guys, and Riley Thorpe banging there for 2 today also. And just getting around them to the small sort of small, not small forward, but just mid-sized sort of players there, getting the goals there. Votes, Dan? Well,
4, of course, O'Brien's Real Estate, and O'Brien's Real Estate, $1,000 to Home Club if a property lists, sells and settles. So we need to give that award. What do you think? I mean, it's... I thought Rory Hillis was pretty good. Outstanding, really, always is, has been all year. And Hulks refuses to put him in that MVP
Hulks,
Team
mate,
of the Year.
Get the video out and watch this.
RSL.
He was very, very good today, Rory Hillis. Him and Gardner battled all day today. Gardner's probably the better player for Chelsea all day there. But I'll give one to Rory Hillis there. It's just me personally there. A tough man.
Baumgartner.
He's
a good player.
He was good all day too. I'll give him 2. For 3, well, mate, it could have been, Joel Hillis was up there too. Johns was good there too.
I thought their defence was good. I mean, they held them out, didn't they?
Drew was good. D'Agostini was good. The whole back line for them.
Look, I think Drew was probably best on ground.
Yeah, I think
he set the tone early
He set it
days,
all
didn't
up,
he, as being
yep.
a solid half-back flanker and allowed the other defenders to play their roles by taking the game on. So
Yep.
Liam Drew, best on ground for O'Brien's Real
Berg
Estate.
Motor was there, Hills, Johns, they're all pretty even there too. But
Who was
Chelsea,
best for Chelsea Gardner?
I'd say Gardner was. He
Sean
tried
Foster
hard.
pretty good.
Foster was in and out there. Barton was good early, but died in there. But I'd say definitely Toddy Gardner was good. Brainy had his hard, just pretty hard there. To pick, the Kings kicked 4, but they were sort of junk time goals.
Yes.
The last
He
quarter
did compete all day, though.
Yeah,
And he
but
didn't have, of course, his partner in crime, Francis, for much of the day. Although
Nah.
Great effort by him to come
He-
back. We'll
he
go around the
kicked
grounds
two.
in a second for Jeff Wignall forward. But
Yep.
what about our goal of the day for Anytime Fitness? There were some rippers, weren't there? I reckon the Joel Hillis goal almost hard on the boundary.
Yeah,
That was-
then we
that
had
was one.
Murphy's goal there early in the first quarter too. He
Yes,
kicked a
that
nice
was a
little
ripping goal, wasn't it?
goal. There was, and then the big long goal from 60 metres out, the set shot there, big long goal too. They're pretty hard. They're all pretty snapshots,
Yeah, I
mate.
think Joel Hillis goal of the day
Yep.
for Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne
Definitely.
South. And, for Anytime Fitness, I should say. What about mark of the day? Well, I think that was Jack Francis's mark in the last quarter.
Last
Clearly
quarter
the
there,
best mark
Ty,
with
big
a
Ty.
bad shoulder. It was a terrific
Yeah,
mark.
he was. And Ty took a little one-hander over there too,
Yeah,
which was quite
he
good.
did. So we'll give it to for, of course, Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. We'll give our mark of the day to the great man, Jack Francis. As we go around the grounds to Jeff Wignall forward. They've got branches in Hastings, Frankston and Mornington. Got some scores for
Oh, we have, Dan. Listen, look at this. Edie Asper in front all day. So Edie Asper 12-11-83 have lost.
Can't win the close ones.
Have lost again to Sorrento 12-13-85. So they get up. Frankston Bombers.
Big win for them.
Big win.
They've made a statement today.
14-10-94, defeated YCW 8-11-59.
Maybe the forward line has finally functioned together as one. They've had bits and pieces from Grant, from
Yeah, might have been. Spindle.
Heratuku, also from Harry Pryor and Corey Barkham, but never all together. But for a team to kick 14 goals against that Frankston YCW defence is a mighty effort.
Bomb Beach 6-7-43, defeated Dramana 6-4-40 down at Dramana down there. So that's up before.
That ground's not in great shape.
No, it's terrible. We were down there during the week we trained there, and it's shocking at the moment. Absolutely shocking.
Chopped up, isn't it?
It's chopped up big time. Rosebud, very strong one, big win
Well,
here.
they needed to.
15-12-102, defeated Pines 4-7-31. And Mount Eliza 11-10-76, defeated Red Hill 8-14-62.
Pretty tight game. We'll check second division.
Second
Thanks to
division.
Jeff Wignall forward.
We'll get there right now as we go there through the GameFace app. Okay. Seaford, 19-10-124 have defeated Crib Point 4-16-40. Devon Meadows is that here, 14-6-92. I think that's a three-quarter time. No, we know what happened here.
13-12-90 or 11-4-70 for Great Syndicates Australia.
Rye, Somerville, down at Rye. Rye,
They've beaten them twice this year.
10-7-67 defeated Somerville, 7-11-53.
And
Big upset
Rye
there.
now 6. Some of you with a good percentage stayed 5th, but the injuries are really affecting them. They got themselves up for last week, but weren't able to do it again this week. So they're back in the pack a bit, and Devon are now in 4th.
They've jumped up a bit there, which is great for that. Mornington, 15-19-109, defeated Hastings 6-14-50. Langwarren, 12-14-86, defeated Coringal 3-6-24, depleted Coringal there.
Well, Coringal early in the season got within a goal, even though Langy
we were
kicked
there.
7-16 to
That's
8-4
right.
that
We did
day.
that game that time. Now, Dan,
Oh,
Tyhab, 8-4-52, defeated Pearsdale 4-4-28.
They've won their first game.
They won their first game, the Yabbies.
Well done, the Yabbies.
Well done, the Yabbies, the boys down there.
That's a great result. Well done
Great
to them.
result.
I know we've been a bit critical of them this year, but
Ty,
that's a terrific result. Good on them.
At Pearsdale too, so they beat the boys down at Tractor Park there.
They'd be disappointed. They were going for 2 in a row and their 4th win of the year, and we know that they've had discernible improvement this year at Pearsdale, and they'd be a bit disappointed with that.
So the Yabbies will be celebrating down the Yabby Pond down there at Tyab there. Fantastic to Aaron Pacey and the boys down there. Great win for the club, and it's good for the league too. That at least we get they can get a couple of wins there and that too. So it's fantastic. I've just rapped for those boys down there. They're trying hard. Devon Meadows once again here, mate. They were just too strong.
The last 10 minutes were a bit disappointing,
their
allowing
tackle,
those goals and affected their percentage a bit, but I think they'll play fine.
Their tackling pressure, when the stats come up on the footy show during the week, mate, I'll be amazed how good that'll be. They were just fantastic.
The pressure acts,
the one percenters, those little things. You don't sort of see those things here, but when you get the stats, excuse me, that's what you really look at there. Inside 50s too, they're probably a lot more. But then Chelsea in the last quarter, they've gone bang, 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 bang. Coming in here too. So interesting, but a good game, a good win by Devon Meadows.
Well, we thank all our sponsors, HP and CP Australia, specialists in all your electrical switchboard needs. Growth Syndicates Australia, helping you retire in style, significantly enhanced superannuation for an ideal retirement lifestyle. Our major sponsor, Rosebud Country Club. Come and discover what makes Rosebud Country Club unique and highly regarded. We look forward to giving you a warm welcome. Jeff Wignall Ford, serving the Peninsula community since 1979, looked after around the grounds, Anytime Fitness. Our goal of the day today, preparing you in the pre-season, maintaining you in season, and helping keep you fit and motivated in the off-season. And O'Brien Real Estate, $1,000, Paul, to a home club if a property lists, sells and settles. And Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South. The team at Telstra Business Technology Centre of Melbourne South is helping local businesses turn technology into opportunity. Go to tbtcmelbournesouth.com.au to find out more. Call 1300 669 103 to chat to the team today. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Glenn, for making it possible. Barry Parsons for his great job in providing a generator for us for the power, because we're the other side of the ground from the pavilion. Well done to Devon Meadows. They're firmly entrenched inside the top 5. Rye still in the finals hunt. Chelsea some work to do. Somerville some work to do. And Mornington and Langwarrin looking pretty good, and Seaford the top 3 in second division. Well, as far as first division is concerned, Edie Asp missing out again today, an opportunity to stay in contention with Pines, a game behind in regard to trying to avoid relegation. But we'll talk all about it on the footy shows during the week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and keep your GameFace on.